Family, this right here is the 2026 Essence Festival. But it looked like the last Essence Festival because all I see is a bunch of non-FBA tethers. Damn right. When they try to tell you that they representing for black women, but everyone that they got on there ain't really like us, and they put all the tethers on top, then the regulators is on spot. And we about to go all the way live FBA Friday. We in the house. Tupac, let them know.
I don't care what y'all think. If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans? And we out here dying. We thugs and we niggas until we set this shit right. Trust me when I tell you that shit.
There they go. Certified. Salute. We in the house. FBA Friday. Certified Black Society. Black Alpha Network. #1 activist. And we about to let it be known. Family. These folks think they going to bust a tether block, do a tether two-step or spin around, and they going to go somewhere. Hell no, they not. Foundational Black Americans, we see them everywhere they at. We out here about to step on business for hitting color 6. And all of the Tether Essence festivals and the mops and the dusties and the musties, their asses is all about to get canceled and thrown on the corner because FBA runs the world, y'all. Let's go to work. Family, when I tell you that these folks is out there trying to hit us with the Africano, the Jamaicano, they trying to hit us with the Colombianos, but I ain't seeing none of that because we up in here. I see the chat already. Fam, y'all got me laughing early. And that's what we've been doing on these folks. We've been winning early. But let me tell you who I see. I see New Yorkers in the building. Certified salute. You know, thank you. I try to stay handsome. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. I appreciate it. You can't say you're the #1 activist and look like them folks. You know what I'm saying? We got to hold it down. I see Louisiana's in the building. What's happening, baby? Chicago's in here. Another Louisiana's in the building. Dade County's in the place. Shout out to the Dade, y'all. Cleveland is definitely in the house. I see another Louisiana, the 504. Y'all gonna let Louisiana just run this? Oh, I guess we're talking about the Essence Festival where the whole state of Louisiana started off this delineation. Y'all remember Busta Rhymes getting thrown off stage? Y'all see how we bankrupting these people? I'm gonna show y'all today that it don't matter what they come up with, no matter what they say, Black Americans shut them down, and the Democrats been paying the bills, and we're gonna do to the Essence Festival same thing we did to the Democrats. We're gonna ruin them. I also see Atlanta. I see the 443, Oklahoma City 2 times. The Bronx is in here. 803, Fresno, Mississippi. I see you. Kansas City Mo is in the building. Kansas City K is in the building. Another Cleveland's in the building. The 334 is in here. Dallas is in here. Brooklyn's in here. I see Texas is in the building. I see the whole state of Georgia's in here. Florida's in here. We in here. Kansas is in here. Let's go to work. And Compton is definitely in the house, family. Fam, let's go to the streets because this is where we meet. The Essence Festival now is trying to go get Tiana Taylor as the curator. And then they went and got Cardi B and Lotto and Kehlani. And then they try to sprinkle in a little Brandy and Monica. We gonna do to the Essence Festival what Black Americans do to everybody. And that is shut it down. Easy work, fam. Nobody's gonna disrespect the culture. Nobody's gonna disrespect the lineage or the heritage. Nobody, I see you. Nobody's gonna try to get us off our game. We run them out the paint, out the field. And family, I want y'all to see how these folks is trying to play us. And on this broadcast, we gonna do what we always do, family. We gonna play their asses. Let's go to work. Family, I tell everybody, this is the voice of the concrete. I tell everybody we represent the streets. So let's go to the streets. And if you see somebody in the streets with no deodorant, check their ass. That's what
just released the headliners for Essence Fest 2026. And I am excited. Okay, we got Brandy and Monica, we got Cardi B, and we got Patti LaBelle starting off the headlining of Essence Fest for this year. And that is crazy. They will also have Kehlani and Lotto, and others will be released later. But
Essence has announced the lineup for the 2026 concert series. Cardi B, Lotto will be performing at Essence for the first time.
Cardi B and Lotto, Essence Festival, it's about Black American culture. Oh, no. They ain't get the message, family. They ain't learned something. Black Americans ain't telling you twice. We ain't telling you 2 times. You gonna learn, family. The boycott of the 2026 and beyond and forever Essence Festival is done. But we boycotting all tethers, all dusties, all mops, all fleers, everybody getting their ass G-checked. And we can go with them.
Patti LaBelle, Brandy, Monica, and Kehlani. Also, the application for vendors and creators for the SoCo market are open, and they want you to go ahead and apply early.
In celebration of Women's History Month, Essence dropped today their lineup of who will be performing during this summer's 2026 Essence Festival. And my question to you is, will you be in attendance? Performers that are scheduled.
My question to you is, what's up with the hair? Family, I don't know if this person is one of them people, but how the hell you got a tether hairline on the left side and you got a comb over on the right side? I'm saying, y'all, I'm coming in on fire today. And they giving me every reason to. What's up with her hair? What the hell's going on? If the glasses don't make it any goddamn better, they damn self. Fam, how you gonna have a comb over tether hairline? I'm just saying, family, somebody let these people know that ain't gonna work.
To perform at this year's Essence Festival includes the following. First up, we have Cardi B. She's going to be coming clean off of her Little Miss Drama tour, so she will be one of the headliners. We have the legendary Patti LaBelle, who will be present. We have Kehlani. Some of you may know her from her Folded single. We have Lotto, aka Big Mama. And also Brandy and Monica are scheduled to perform as well. Now, in addition to the artists that I just named, Essence also said that they will have other talent present over the course of the 3-day festival. If you do not know, Essence Festival will take place from July 3rd to July 5th in New Orleans, and their major concerts will take place at the Caesars Superdome in the city.
Fest just released the headliners for Essence Fest 2026, and I am excited.
Nope, hell no. Freeze, hold up, wait a damn minute. Family, I'm just saying though, there wasn't nothing FBA and none of that. There wasn't nothing Black American. Kehlani, Lotto, how Cardi B gonna be your headliner? Family, now do y'all see why Cardi B came out a couple of days ago and was saying, we need to be happy and love all African Americans? Y'all remember that, family? Y'all remember that? That's why she did it. That right there, family. How in the hell is this supposed to be your representation of Black folks? Notice what they said too, family. Notice they said in honor of women's history. What they really trying to say is Black women history. So they went and got a bunch of non-Black women. This is what they trying to run on us, fam. They desperate. See, last year, they went with all of the Africans and we called it out. Now they trying to double back around and bring you some Latinos, bi-ethnics, some Caribbeans, fam. This is what they doing now. Remember, it's the same exact thing that we was watching just a few weeks ago when they started trying to get their new Latino tethers in place. They see that the African and the Jamaican stuff don't work. Jambalaya versus Jollof, we called all that out. We ran them out the paint. Remember, y'all, that Wanga chick, we made her ass step down. She got fired because of FBA. Remember that. So they said, well, we can't really do that. Let's go get us a couple Mexicans and Puerto Ricans and Dominicans. Let's see if they'll do. I'm going ahead and tell everybody. They asses ain't gonna work neither, okay? You can go get any tether from any part of the globe, whatever dusty ass corner pocket that they live in, and Black Americans ain't rocking with it, and we ain't telling you again. One time, only time, it's over with. So when you go and you start seeing brothers and sisters out here, and we saying we ain't going with none of that, hell to the nah. We gonna stand on FBA business, and we only gonna get behind FBA things. If it ain't FBA, family, it's a wrap. If it ain't certified Black society, we ain't with it. We done made it clear what we rocking with, and it's all about us. And if it ain't about us, we don't want nothing to do with it. But family, let me tell you what else I've been seeing. Let me tell you who else I've been seeing. Because your average Black American ain't talking about no damn Essence Festival. You already seen the tether hairline comb over. Family, do you know the other people that they got involved here? See, FBA, we don't want a part of none of this because this is dirt, right? Let me tell you what else they got up in here, family. Matter of fact, I can show you better than I can tell you. And y'all tell me by some emojis in the chat, what pattern do you see with all the people who are excited about the Essence Festival? FBA don't give a damn, but there's another community out there that seems to really want to go to the Essence Festival quite bad. Y'all tell me, is this their fan base?
Now, what is this, honey? Listen, I told y'all, spill with the notifications and the news. The girls are like the ticker at the bottom of CNN back in the day, bitch. This Essence Fest conversation, I think, is interesting. I think it's going to be difficult to really dive into in a thoughtful way because of people's experiences last year. And I think people's evolving experiences over the last few years with Essence. I do think it's something that happens normally with big festivals to where people kind of roll debt over.
I'm like 80% sure.
What the hell?
I'm getting.
What the hell is this? Man, we don't want nothing to do with y'all festivals. What the hell they think they gonna fool us with? What the hell did they go find? Where the hell did they find this? Oh, no. Fam, delineation is cool. We love being popping in the streets. We love delineation because delineation keeps us away from this thing right here. Nah, we good.
A brand deal to go to the Little Miss drama tour Saturday in Chicago. So if you're going to go, you will see me. And I will be conducting interviews. See you then.
It has just been announced that Lotto will.
Then.
It has.
See you then. See you then. Conducting interviews. See you then.
It has just been announced.
I'm gonna see him in. He said he gonna see you if you go. I'm pretty sure we ain't got nobody who gonna see you, even though we can't miss. Damn.
Announced that Lotto will be performing at the Essence Festival in New Orleans this year in 2026 in July. Everybody make sure you stay tuned because this means she should be dropping music before then to put on the set list.
It's practically sold out, except for one city, which is Hamilton, Ontario. Y'all better go buy them tickets. I'm
comfortable getting on social media and guilt tripping normal working people.
God damn, what is this, the Village people? Where the hell they find fam? I ain't never seen so many damn Skittles bags. But this is the Skittles bag community.
People into buying their stuff, but apparently her arena in Canada is not really selling well, and so she got onto social media to say she's not playing with the Canadian else, basically. Why?
And who are going to Essence Fest? Because I think I may want to try to take a trip to the Essence Fest this year. I'm trying to meet the celebrities. I think it'll be good for my YouTube channel.
Now, what?
There you go, family. There goes your 2026 Essence Festival. I still ain't seen nothing that's Black American. I seen Skittles bag. I seen tethers. I seen a bunch of mops, but I ain't seen nothing that's hitting for us. You know why, family? Because we let it clear. This is nothing but a desperate attempt to try to get foundational Black Americans involved. And foundational Black Americans said, hell no to all y'all. Look at this, fam. This is what the streets is saying on our side. I don't know about the rainbow side, but let me tell you about our side.
Essence Fest, because nobody wants Americans have to take over Essence Fest, because nobody wants to hear or participate in what they got going on. Trust me, if Essence Fest was pure African, nobody would go. You see how nobody went this year because we found out it was African. If it had been African this whole time, nobody would show up because nobody's interested in what they got going on. They're a whole continent full of uninteresting people and uninteresting culture. They're a continent full of people who have to live in the past. They talk about the times when they were from Egypt. Egypt is only one part of Africa. It's the north part of Africa, and it's one country. I really only got respect for Ethiopia and Egypt. That's it. Everybody else is pretty much hogwash. I mean, what do they got going on themselves? They take pride in something that happened 3,000 years ago. The closest thing that Africa has done is the Moors. Oh my gosh. And that was like from the year 711 to like the 1400s, 600 years ago. In the last 600 years, they have done nothing relative except take over our culture. Africans had to take over us.
Damn. Family, how we get here? How in the hell did we get here? And how the hell is it going down? Let's go there. Absolutely, family. Egypt is anti-Black any damn way. Let's be real, fam. What they do is export fleers. That's what happens, fam. And they want foundational Black American culture so damn bad. They want to be us so damn bad. And what we've done by the Essence Festival and getting rid of all of them and shutting it down, we've let the whole damn world know that we're ahead of the curve. There won't be no Essence Festival and no festivals, not on our name. See, what they want to do, y'all, they want to use our name so they can get it come up, but they don't do nothing in return in the process. That's how Black Americans have identified these people. So now we moving on as such. Everybody's going to have to get that check, fam. We out here for real. We out here for real, and we making history. Right now, there's a pivotal time in Black America, family, and it's the reparations generation. Yes. And when I tell you it's the reparations generation, I mean that exactly, y'all. We are all out here repairing all the bullish from the past. And one of the main things was people running around here trying to put an African tag on us. And if you allow people from the Essence Festival to do that, you end up with stuff like this right here. Fam, look at that. Look at this, family. Look at the Essence Festival right here, fam. And look how Africanized all of that was. Just look at your screen, fam. Look at it. These people been running around here for how long? Trying to talk what? About foundational Black Americans? No. We ain't having that, and we ain't going for that. But let me tell you what we are going for. We going for whatever the hell we choose to go for. Because no longer are these individuals going to walk around here and say, well, I'm Black too, brother. Don't you feel the vibe, brother? Ain't we all the same, brother? Remember, y'all, just a few days ago, they were still all out here running around trying to say that Michael B. Jordan was one of them. Look at them folks, man, eyes bugging, trying to get a hold of him. And family, they don't have no love for Black Americans. Hell no, they don't. Let's go into the mind of these tethers. And let me show y'all how they feel about us and then why our asses is stepping on them through delineation. Let's go.
This not no long talk, okay? I tried addressing the situation first and I tried doing it nicely. However, I'm over that, right? I'm not going to be disrespectful, but I am going to be firm. An offense was made. A very ignorant, xenophobic, prejudiced, downright stupid offense that came from a Haitian American woman towards the entire Black American community. And instead of the African Americans, the Black Americans addressing her, targeting her, isolating her, confronting her, they decided in their response they were going to disrespect the entire Haitian nation. Because of the ignorant action of one person, whom I am not defending, I am not justifying her actions in any shape, way, or form. She was dead ass fucking wrong. But
yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Fam, listen to this, fam. Listen to this. Even though they did y'all wrong, really y'all's wrong. Listen, fam. This is what we talking about with these people. This is why we shutting it all down, y'all. Let's go.
Because of the action of one person, many Black Americans are now adding fuel to the xenophobia treatment that Haitians already deal with. And they're hiding behind the excuse that it's defense. They're simply defending themselves. No, I call bullshit. Because all you're doing is acting like the Black version of your oppressors. How are you going to call out that Haitian American woman for what the fuck she did, saying that she is dead ass wrong for one, not only calling Black Americans dirty, but trying to say that as a whole, Black Americans are dirty simply because of the bad experiences that she had. And then in the same breath, do the same exact fucking thing, be guilty of the same exact fucking crime. Because that's exactly what you're doing.
This is what I'm talking about, y'all. It don't matter what you say or what you do. These individuals is anti-Black American. Listen to this, fam. Look, first of all, who she thinks she checking? You better sit your dusty ass down and be quiet and go somewhere with that. You ain't checking nobody. You ain't got it in you to check no FBA. But family, I want y'all to notice how they feel that we're wrong. It don't matter what happens. It's always FBA's fault. Now they got to the point where if you do something wrong, it's really still your fault. And if somebody does something against you, it's still your fault. Now they're saying FBA is wrong for defending ourselves when all of their asses do it. Fam, miss me with the 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4. All they asses do it. This is why we don't negotiate. Y'all know I was on TikTok earlier today, and I seen a live, and the person literally had a tether on stage, and the tether told everybody that Black Americans was bad, terrible, and all that. And then the person who was the moderator said, "Oh, okay, nice to hear you. Goodbye," and just let the person go. Like, we're gonna bring them up on stage and hear their perspectives. We ain't hearing a goddamn thing. Notice whenever you let them talk, they tell you how they feel about you. So why don't you just skip over it and check them and regulate them and everybody make easy money, man? Look at this even further, fam. This individual go all the way in. This is how they feel. They don't give a damn about our culture. Hell no.
You can absolutely address, attack, target, correct, confront an individual off of their actions without addressing, disrespecting the entire nation that they come from. Because again, she acted alone. She didn't. No,
because if we did that, you'd be sitting here saying the same thing. Don't let these people hit you with these false ass statements, brothers and sisters. It don't matter if they said what they said. You can respond, because soon as you do what they said they want you to do, they gonna find fault with that.
And have the entire Haitian diaspora behind her when she said that shit. So address her and address her alone. You can.
She ain't got the Haitian diaspora behind her. You seem to be behind her. How the hell you gonna co-sign somebody and then get mad at people for checking them? Okay. Hey, fam, lock in, y'all. We about to cook.
Absolutely tell somebody about themselves without stooping down to their level. It's called having intelligence. As a Black person, you can absolutely check, confront, address another Black person without acting like the very powers that oppress us all.
Stop. There you go, family. There you go. This is what they're doing. Now tethers are trying to basically say what Black Americans do is about the W. See, you got to remember, y'all, they only bring up white supremacy when they can weaponize it against us. The same people who make deals with supremacy, who bleach their skin to look like supremacists, want to come around here and say this. Fam, y'all notice? Have you ever heard any tethers go in on white supremacy? Tell me that now. Tell me right now. Have you ever seen tethers mention white supremacy? Notice, fam, let me ask y'all even better. Let me update the game. Do tethers ever bring up white supremacy without bringing up Black Americans in the same sentence? Do they? Do you ever have them or ever hear them have a direct, exclusive conversation about supremacy without trying to attach it to Black Americans? Because the only time I ever hear them bring up the oppressors or the colonizers is when they can bring up Black folks in America right along with it and dump all of that on us. I don't ever hear them saying that. Do y'all? Nope. Hell no. You notice that, family? These individuals don't give a damn about supremacy because they want to be supremacists. Matter of fact, they think they are. They're the dark knuckle community, fam. Don't you ever in your life listen to the dark knuckle community, fam. Because the dark knuckle community is always going to run their damn mouth. And when I tell you people run their mouth, fam, nobody runs their mouth more than this individual right here. Look at this, fam. Cardi Flea. Oh, we're going to get on Cardi Flea. Let's talk about Cardi Flea for a minute. Is this the same Cardi Flea that throws around the N-word left and right? Is this the same Cardi Flea who says that she's an Afro-Latino? They put Cardi B as the headliner of the Essence Festival. Fam, look at your screen, family. Cardi B is the headliner. When we told these MFers that we ain't rocking with them, when we told these MFers we ain't down with that, they gonna turn around and say, well, let's give them Cardi B. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. They trying to run this whole flippity flop game on us to where they can just say, well, you know what? At least they can tie into the Latinos. They're trying to make the Essence Festival full tether, okay? For all the people out there who say, let them talk, let them get a word in. Family, you boycotted these people last year and they spin the block and try to turn the African Essence Festival into the Latino Festival. Really? Fam, they don't ever turn around. I don't know if people think that tethers only want like half of what you got, but I've been telling people for the longest time they want all of what you got. There ain't no such thing as a halfway tether, okay? So if you think they want to tether on just a little bit, hell no. They're going to try to spin this and make this some type of Latino Essence Festival. Next thing you know, Cardi B will show up. And then when Cardi B shows up, next thing you know, Fat Joe's going to be there. Fam, don't be surprised if Fat Joe shows up there. That's what they're trying to do. And family, this is why we've been seeing a lot of that energy coming from Cardi B. Remember when Cardi B came out a few days ago and she said that Latinos need to thank African Americans? She said that because she got that damn Democratic bag from the Essence Fest. Watch.
This is my Latinos. Shout out to my Latinos in the building. This is my Latinos song. But remember, we couldn't be living comfortably in this country. These African Americans didn't fight for us. Shout out to my Latinos in the building. This is my Latinos song. But remember, we couldn't be living comfortably in this country. These African Americans didn't fight for us.
There you go. There you go, family. We wouldn't leave it comfortable, but it wasn't for the African Americans fighting for us. There you go. There you go, brothers and sisters. She said that because she was trying to basically get in on the Black American culture like she's been doing. But family, I'm going to tell you right now, for all the people who come out and say that kind of stuff because they're getting a little bag, oh, even her own people weren't rocking with that. No. Do you know her Latino community came out and they basically said F her? They said, damn her, we don't give a damn. Straight up and down. Let me show y'all. Julio Romero Gonzalez is up in here. And Julio Romero Gonzalez, he's got this statement to make. Watch this.
That if it wasn't for Black people, Hispanics or Latinos wouldn't be living comfortably in the United States, it's a bull of crap. Because you're talking about the same Black people who campaigned to have us deported all last year, the ones who said we're gonna sit this one out. We owe our comfortability to them. And I'm sorry, but the only people who Latinos and Hispanics, illegal immigrants or any kind of immigrants owe their comfortability to is to the hard work that they put in. Because
wow, look like the Hispanics feel that they built America. Looks like they feel it's all about them. They don't agree with Cardi Flee. They don't rock with Cardi Flee because guess what? All of them feel this way. Even Cardi B feels this way. She just won't say it.
Black people are not going out and working for me and giving me their paycheck. That's white people who you're referring to. That's the race that enslaved them. That got nothing to do with us.
Oh!
And Hispanics earn their money. They wake up early, go out, work, and earn their money. That's who they owe their comfortability to, their hard work. But saying that Hispanics or Latinos owe their comfortability here in the United States to Black people when they're actively campaigning to have us get kicked out is just comical.
Oh, snap, y'all. Hold up. He looked like he kind of mad. He looked like he's very zesty, too. What you talking about? When Black people came here and they want us kicked out and they want this fam, you see what I'm talking about? You see why we shut down all their little festivals, all their little rallies, all their little marches, and we don't give a damn about them trying to shame us and make it look like we the bad ones and we need to get our act together. Our act is good, baby. We out here shining. You want to be like me because you are in my country. So the fact that you in my country and you hating on my culture, that gives me even more of a reason to call ICE. I might call ICE 15 more times just because of that guy. And the more you run your mouth, the more I'm going to call ICE. So family, it's at the end of the day, it's what we say and whatever they say doesn't compute, doesn't rock, doesn't go, doesn't move. And that's not it, fam. No, she pissed off her whole community. So family, when they trying to make this little Black and Brown Essence Festival, let me show you the Black and Brown Essence Festival. We're going to go there and I'm going to highlight the Black and Brown Essence Festival. This is how the Black and Brown Essence Festival is really going. Here's another one.
Come through. So Miss Cardi B went around saying to Latino fans that they wouldn't be living comfortable in the U.S. without African Americans fighting for the civil rights. Shout out to Cardi B. Shout out to the African Americans. You know, they did the thing. I guess Cardi B might need more Latino fans by saying this. I don't know what it is, but let's not forget Latinos have a long history of supporting African Americans in the fight for freedom and equality. Notably,
here we go, y'all. Here goes the invisible history. We've got the long history of helping you guys, even though no one's ever seen it before. Here we go.
Assisting enslaved people in escaping to Mexico via Southern Underground Railroad. Mexican abolitionists worked to secure freedom and for thousands while in the 20th century. Latinos partnered in the labor movement and civil rights activism. Some people seem to forget that Latinos also fought for the African Americans. So if it wasn't for Latinos, nobody would be living comfortable in the United States.
What?
For the African Americans. So if it wasn't for Latinos, nobody would be living comfortable in the United States. And one more thing. In the 19th century, Mexico served as a crucial sanctuary for thousands of enslaved African Americans fleeing the South, acting as a Southern Underground Railroad. But
did he say a Southern? Man, this man can't even talk English. He said a Southern, not Southern. Not Southern. He said a Southern. As a Southern person from the railroad, a Southern? Come on, Julio.
Americans fleeing the South, acting as a Southern Underground Railroad. But because Mexico abolished slavery, the government and its citizens welcome runaway slaves, offering them freedom, land, and citizenship. Shout out to Mexico, because if it wasn't for Mexico, nobody would be living comfortable. If it wasn't for Mexico, African Americans will not be living comfortable.
Then how come they ain't living comfortable and we are? Then how come you ain't doing nothing today? You ain't did nothing yesterday. And how come my lineage of 50 million Black Americans has outclassed your whole damn country then, Julio? How come you can get deported, Julio? And how come you can't even speak English, Julio? I'm living extra comfortable. Black Americans, are you living good right now? Are you feeling yourself, family? Can you pop your collar? If you can do all of that, then you winning. But I guarantee he can't say none of that because he can't even say Southern properly. So I don't listen to people who can't even say Southern, can be deported, ain't ever done nothing, come from a tobacco spitting ass desert homeland that ain't built a damn thing, so he got to come over here to where we are. F him, F Cardi B, F the Essence Festival as a staff, record label, and as an MF and crew. And if you want to be down with the Essence Festival and Julio, then F you too. Easy work, fam. This is what we're doing. I told y'all we coming in hot today. Told y'all we in here cooking, fam. There it is. These people ain't never built nothing. They ain't never done nothing, fam. All they do is run their mouth. They ain't never created nothing. And this is who they were responding to with Cardi B. This all ties into the Essence Fest, fam. Let me go there. You put Cardi B as a headliner at the same time, fam, when she's running around talking about ICE. Look at your screen. Look at your screen, fam. They say that this is about Black American women. Them ain't no damn Black American women. These people aren't even melanated. Let's go there, family. If we gonna speak about it, let's be about it. Let's come and see about it. I'm gonna tell everybody now how the Essence Fest has been running around here trying to low-key do a little Caribbean pivot so they can bring it all the way back now to the Latinos. Fam, this ain't nothing but Bad Bunny and Shabusi. It's the same damn thing. They trying to Bad Bunny and Shabusi the Essence Fest. That's what they trying to do because they can't get nothing off the damn ground. They're trying to bring even more. Fam, we talking about the ethnicity component. Do we got to go to the component of degeneracy? Because that's degenerate as hell. That ain't FBA culture. Look how they continue to try to slide these degenerate Latinos onto our culture, family. You notice that, fam? The degenerate tethers onto our community. That ain't what Louisiana's about. And shout out to Louisiana, the whole boot, because Louisiana hold it down. And I'm talking about everybody all throughout Louisiana. They understand that Louisiana is really one of the meccas of Black America. Fam, we in the house right now. Let's go ahead and get this straight. Give me what you feel. Give me 3 or 4, not like 15. Give me 3 or 4 areas that you feel are Black meccas in terms of foundational Black America, okay? You know it's Atlanta. You got to go to Atlanta. Detroit, don't forget Detroit. I still feel from back in the day, it was Harlem. Now, don't get it twisted. They done brought in a hell of a lot of people who are from Harlem. I mean, right here on your screen, who's from Harlem, but is Trinidadian. So that one right there ain't counting, fam. But I'm going to tell you now, Atlanta, Louisiana, New Orleans, as I said. I also say Detroit because remember, Motown was really the Mecca back in the day. And I say Harlem because of Harlem Renaissance was so pivotal historically. What do you guys got? DC, Chicago, yes, indeed. Yep, absolutely. Philly, South Carolina, yes, indeed. We got a lot of Mecca, some real strong, bold places for Black America, right? Definitely DC, yep, New Orleans, man, they want New Orleans bad, y'all. Fam, you got to remember that. Look at all the places that are considered Black meccas and look how they are deliberately and methodically attacked, y'all. Look at it. Look what they did to DC. We talk about DC. Shout out to DC, fam. Everybody remembers the Chocolate City. And then they started popping up everybody. When I was in DC at the Rally for Reparations, I ain't never seen so many rainbow flags. Never. Okay, Memphis, another good one. Absolutely. You're right with the whole DMV. Yep. Y'all know what they're doing with Atlanta. They trying to bust in people to come to Atlanta so they can dilute it. You know what I mean? They've been trying to do this now with Louisiana and New Orleans. This is why every year we got to shut down tethers who try to basically make it look like New Orleans is a part of the damn Caribbean, and it ain't. I got fam down there, for real, for real. Louisiana, New Orleans, all of that area, Mississippi, all of that stuff, that's FBA, family. St. Louis, good, another good one. Birmingham, another good one. Absolutely. Compton in the building. Shout out to the team. Fam, we got a lot of strong bed places for Black America, and I'm going to tell you right now, those strong bed places that I'm talking about, they ain't going to be taken away, but notice that they're trying to infuse all the little tethers, fam. And that's how they try to do it with the Essence Festival. Notice, man, they use what we do and they try to just spin us on out and replace us with them. They want New Orleans so damn bad. And when Louisiana and New Orleans ran Busta Without the Rhymes off the stage, oh man, that was lovely. That was lovely, family. Straight up and down. I loved it. I loved it with a passion, fam. They do that down here in Savannah, Georgia, fam, which is majority Black. When you step in Savannah, you feel Blackness, fam. And they've been trying to slide in all of these damn little tethers. Y'all remember that little Hyundai plant that got raided because they ain't going for that? That's what I'm talking about, fam. That's what we talking about, fam. This is the type of time we on. They ain't going to get FBA culture. It's just not going to happen. But, fam, what they've been doing, like I said, they've been trying to slide in the Cardi B's of the world, the Cardi Fleas of the world, and they've been trying to really push that on Black America. So now they can low-key say, hey, let's get it to this point. Look at this even further.
Hey, you said 2026, you're not going to come to play. First of all, if y'all wanted me to come, y'all just had to call me. Y'all didn't have to bring Cardi Brene into the mix because what? Let me tell you something. Cardi has been having the time of her life on this tour. And anytime I see a video of her in that little red situation, oh, baby, I'm locked in. So I cannot wait to see this type of energy on the Essence stage. But then they said, oh, no, baby, we're going to bring the girls that sing the house to the ground. There's no more home left by the time these women leave this arena. What do you mean, Monica and Brandy? Monica and Brandy? Did you know that my soul needed this? I don't know. I feel like you know something. Because if Monica and Brandy ain't enough, you said Sister Patti LaBelle, come to the front of the stage.
Notice they're talking about Patti LaBelle last? How you gonna throw Monica and Brandy in the background? I want everybody to see that. Let's hold up. Wait a minute. Fam, I'm gonna go ahead and let this big body come back here in a minute. You know what I'm saying? I heard she wants a double Whopper with cheese. I'm gonna let her get to that in a minute, fam. Why are Brandy, Monica, and Patti LaBelle being spoke of as afterthoughts? You talking about Lotto? Why is Lotto being spoke of above Brandy and Monica? And don't hit me with somebody's new and it's a new artist. She ain't streaming as much as Brandy back in 2004. Miss me with that. We ain't going there today, okay? And don't even get me started on Patti LaBelle. Patti LaBelle and Monica and Brandy are just there. Nobody's talking about it. Furthermore, let's go. You see this big back. Let's go.
Hey, you see what I'm saying? And Kalani, we're not done with you either. We're not done with you either. Like, I'm so excited for this lineup. Like, it's the perfect balance of ratchet and songstress. And this is just a little sneak peek of ratchet and songstress. And this is just a little sneak peek. This ain't even the full lineup. We still
ratchet. I just said degenerate. There, you see what they pushing, fam. Look what they talking about. Ratchet. So this is how they do it, fam. It's no different than our communities. Think about it. We have these rich communities in which all of my brothers and sisters so eloquently put earlier, that is a stronghold of Black American culture where we shine in, we're doing good, we're productive. And then slowly they bring in tethers. And slowly the tethers bring in their third world ratchetness. And then slowly they end up trying to push us out. Ain't that the same exact play? Fam, the same play that they always play on foundational Black Americans, they doing right now. So we got to go ahead, stand up, stand on business, and shut it down. So we going to go ahead and do that. And we going to break all the records in the process, fam. Black American brothers and sisters, we ain't with none of that. I'm going to tell you that today. If you think we going to jump up out of our seat and say we got to go there with the Skittles bag community, you see they well represented. You see people talking about ratchetness. The Essence Festival is so far gone, y'all. It ain't got nothing to do with certified foundational Black Americans and good. We don't want nothing to do with that stuff neither. Because these individuals think they slick, they think they cold, they think they bold, but they all going to find out the real way. What's the real way, family? Is that when foundational Black Americans, when we get on this code that we're on this renaissance that we rocking with, we will shut all of that down. And that's exactly what we're doing. that ratchetness ain't gonna slide on us because FBA ain't gonna go for it. And let me tell you something, the streets has been talking, and the foundational Black American streets is saying hell no every day. Watch.
Essence and having the nerve and audacity to try and change it from Black American culture and make it all about the diaspora and have fucking Jollof cook-offs. As if that wasn't bad enough, this year you are now celebrating Black women in music at the Essence Fest this year. With Cardi B, Patti LaBelle, Brandy, Monica, Lotto, and Kehlani. Cardi B is not Black. Kehlani is not Black. Lotto is biracial. There are only 3 monoracial Black women on this poster. Mind you, you have Cardi B in the front, the headliner, and she's the lightest of all the people. Seems very fucking anti-Black to me. Now, I already expected them to keep fucking this shit up and trying to change the culture and change it into something that it's not fucking not, because they don't respect Black Americans. However, Brandy, Monica, and Miss Patti fucking LaBelle, does the money matter more than ethnic pride? Does that matter more than protecting our culture? Because that's what it seems like. It seems like the bag is low and y'all don't give a fuck about the rest of the community. It's still boycott the Essence Fest. They are blatantly disrespecting us by putting this out there. This is not the diaspora Essence.
Woo!
Essence is for Black Americans.
The Diaspora Essence. Okay.
So until it becomes a Black American festival again, and in fact, until a Black American owns it again, it's fuck Essence. As if by
I couldn't have put it no better, my damn self. FUCK all damn day. You see what we talking about, fam? I want everybody to think about this. This is nothing different than Bad Bunny and Shabusi. This is what this is right here, fam. And this is why they're going to get Cardi B. I promise you, at this little dusty ass festival, what they're going to do, they're going to go on stage and they're going to start talking about anti-ICE things. Watch, I promise you, fam. They're going to start talking about anti-ICE. Notice, y'all, they couldn't get Black Americans to go out in the streets, so they had to combat that with Shabusi at the Grammy Awards. They had to combat that with Bad Bunny, and now they're trying to combat that at the Essence Festival. They're going to be on stage talking all kind of reckless stuff. They're going to be talking about ICE and Donald Trump. It's going to turn into your same old Donald Trump is bad, and we all going to get deported tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Trust me. But guess what, family? We going to be good at 3 o'clock. They asses is going to be the ones deported. So you can take to the stage, you can run around, you can talk to all the vendors. Boom, you still going to have to deal with the same thing you always had to deal with. And then let me say this, family. This is what I know for a fact, y'all. Word on the street, y'all. What I heard from some reliable sources on the ground, y'all. The Democrats paid a lot of those bills for the Essence Festival, family. Yes, the hell they did. Think about it, y'all. Last thing we heard is that there wasn't going to be no damn Essence Festival 2026. And then out of nowhere, you see they got an Essence Festival and they paying all these high-priced people that they couldn't even afford last year. The Democrats done made some phone calls, and the Democrats said, let's go ahead and pay them bills because we need the Essence Festival to be a tetherpalooza. How the hell you was in debt damn near a couple $1 million, and then out of nowhere, it's all gone and you got this big-ass lineup? You still owe the vendors. The vendors still need to get their damn bag. How in the hell out of nowhere they all good now, and then it flip all the way around? We know what that's really about, brothers and sisters. They done came down there, they done made some phone calls. Somebody done dropped off that damn bag from the Democratic Party, and they said, let's do what we can do to maintain all of this tether energy. That's what it was really hitting for. And this is why you start to see a bunch of strange things, like when Cardi B was coming out. Remember when Cardi B came out and said this, y'all? Y'all remember this right here? Remember Cardi B saying, I'm an Afro-Latina. Remember this?
African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
Would you consider yourself African American?
I consider myself Afro-Caribbean.
I consider you a tether, a non-FBA tether, and you will be treated as such. How about that? Since we consider it, how about that one, family? Absolutely. Family, you got to understand. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Monica and them already, yeah, they been got the bag. Yeah, I'm telling you, Monica and them got paid. Somebody called them up as well, okay, and offered them the bag. This is what they're doing. Now they're trying to bribe a lot of black folks to come into these events and giving them money off rip because the Democrats got to go. Fam, the Democrats paid Roland Martin and Conscious Fleet. You know goddamn well they're going to try to pay these other individuals, if you feel me. But that right there only further shows everybody, Tether B, I like that. And fam, and I like what you're saying in the chat. And let me ask y'all in the chat. It's time we shut down the Afro-Latinos, Afro-Brazilians, Afro-Colombians, because fam, those are still just non-FBAs to me. That's still just a non-foundational Black American. You notice that they've been trying to use the Afro-Latino as a way inside? Y'all been noticing that? They've been trying to use that as a little way to sneak into the juke joint. They love saying that. See, we don't got it clear to the point where we're the only Black people who really matter. It's foundational Black Americans, certified Black society. So now what they're trying to do, fam, they're trying to say, well, let's just use the term Afro, Afro-Caribbean, Afro-Brazilian. And they think that's their way of sneaking inside. We shutting all that down. I'm with y'all. We shutting all of that down, family. Hell no, we ain't rocking with it. Take your Afro this and Afro that and Afro your way over there because y'all don't even represent that anyway. Let me tell y'all this, fam. I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. Do you know that the Afro extension that they put on people, particularly in the Caribbean, do you know those were created throughout a caste system? That was never something of pride. You know how we say we Black Americans and we're prideful of it and we own Black and we made Black poppin'? Afro anything has always been used as a derailment, meaning the lighter complected people in Latin America, they call the darker complected people Afro as a slur and as a bad thing. And then the people who are classified as Afro-Brazilian, Afro-Cuban, Afro-Puerto Rican, they view that as low regard. That is a social status, fam. We are an ethnicity, okay? Within our nationality, we are a lineage and a heritage with culture. Black and Afro are not the same thing. We're going to go ahead and put that on the table today, family. We're going to go ahead and clear up all these little Afros and all that stuff that they be trying to run with, because that has become a term that they use to try to get inside. But I'm telling everybody that Afro extension is a social status. It's basically saying broke. It's basically saying poor. Moreno, absolutely, family. Those are terms that are saying that person is lesser than. Black, on the other hand, we don't give a F what you say. We made it poppin'. That's why everybody want to be Black. That's why we consume their thoughts 24/7, 365. We living in here rent free. So don't get an ethnicity confused with a social status, a very bad social status that doesn't do anything. That's why we don't use that terminology and we don't allow people with that terminology to come up inside of our house, family, because that's what they're going to start trying to do now. They're going to start saying, well, I'm an Afro this. Ain't that really just Black? And we're going to say, ain't your ass on drugs? Because that ain't what it is and it's never been that damn way. And family, let me tell you why we know these things. I can take you right on down the block and I can show you. Fam, they running their mouth about foundational Black Americans. They talking that stuff about FBA. And look at the delusion that these people are living in. Now they're saying, again, for the millionth time, history repeats itself, the rise of xenophobia in the Black community in America. Watch.
I won't ever be gaslit into like not remembering the past or to not understand patterns. And I want people to understand, especially my Caribbean Americans, because a lot of people don't understand that multi-ethnic Black people exist in America. Like, although we are Black presenting, we also could have multiple ethnicities, and that's so slay. On top of that, we have been here for generations. There is like this really big movement of like people who don't understand on TikTok specifically that like you can be like, let's just say Haitian, for example, and be American at the same time. That's exactly why this Miles Morales discourse is so stupid to me, because like people don't understand the Afro-Latino like experience in America when you've been here for generations and you have Black family. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't really make sense. But Caribbeans and Africans got on this app or they get on this app at sometimes and they talk about how, like, when they were younger, they were called African booty scratcher, or they were like, they received xenophobic comments, not only from Black people, but from like all different types of people. But they said that it was so weird when it came from other Black people. And with the whole discourse that's going on right now, but has been going on.
Hell no, hell no, hell no. Family, look how she's trying to make it look like they were shocked that another dark-skinned person called them a bad name. Like they ever felt good about us. You know what I'm saying? I was shocked that they don't like us. You came over here not liking people in your culture. Oh, no, hold on. I'm going to get back to Miss Tether in a minute. You see how they take what we say about them and they say it back to us and they think we ain't going to catch it? She's trying to make it look like Africans came over here with open arms and we're like, hey, ain't we all the same? And then we said something bad and they were shocked. Africans are not shocked by darker complected people not liking them because they don't like darker complected people and all they got is tribalism. Africans tell you off rip. Their main problem is other dark-skinned people because it's always been the dark-skinned people in their homeland they fight with. And by the way, we never even said those negative things about y'all. So one, miss me with the lie you told on our name. And two, miss me with Africans are shocked and appalled that another melanated person don't rock with them. Please. Because over in your homeland, that's always the excuse that you use. Notice, y'all, they always use the excuse on one hand. The reason why the colonizer was able to take them over is because of colonizing and colonialism and tribalism. And then on the other hand, they tell us that they don't know what that means. You know exactly what that means because you have used that as an excuse. Africans, clear as day, made it off rip known. They don't rock with other dark-skinned people. That's why when you look at Africa or Jamaica or Haiti or out the whole diaspora, none of them ever seem to have resistance to the colonizers who come over there, but they always got smoke for darker complected people. Family, can we get to the point where we just put it on the line and just say whatever the hell we want to say? Because we're pretty much there any goddamn way. Family, how come nobody has ever been able to go to any place in the diaspora and thrive if you're dark complected? Who are the only people that Africa does not allow to go over to Africa and do anything good over there? Can we go there, family? The Asian goes over there, red carpet. The European goes over there, red carpet. The white American goes over there, red carpet. Russians, red carpet. Arabs, red carpet. Everybody goes over to Africa and gets the red carpet, but a black American goes over there and tries to build an orphanage and you want to live them. So when is folks going to really put it on the line that they always got smoke for darker complected people? If you ever want to know how the diaspora has nothing but spite for melanated people, look how melanated people get treated whenever they go over there. And then look how every non-melanated person gets treated when they go over there. Non-melanated, you might go over there and walk away with some damn diamonds and some rubies. All for it. Let's be real, fam. You be a non-melanated person and you go to anywhere in the Caribbean or Africa, you might walk off, family, with a big ass bag of diamonds they just gave to you. You can get all the women want you. They're going to be doing dances for you, all that kind of stuff. Now, you go over there as somebody with some melanin in your skin, you might not make it home and they scam you as soon as you get off the damn plane. That's the people that they really dislike are darker complected people. The people that they love are W's.
On pretty much since Project 2025 was like proposed, a lot of people have been trying to distance themselves from their like other people that look like them, and I think that that's so weird. But within that whole African booty scratcher type of like rhetoric is happening again. People calling other people tethers or terms is nothing.
Oh, there goes tethers, fam. You knew she couldn't get through it. Y'all calling each other. Did she say the African booty scratcher thing is happening again? Fam, nobody knows what that means.
In booty scratcher type of like rhetoric is happening again. People calling other people tethers or terms is nothing new, but this will be brought up again in a couple of years and this will be a conversation. But I don't think that other Caribbeans or Africans or other Black people should silence themselves when it comes to speaking on their experiences. I think that all of our experiences are valid, but with the rise of what's going on politically in the world, it is not surprising that other Black people are treating other Black people the way that they are and othering them. It makes complete sense. I don't think that we as Caribbean Americans should take it.
Stop. What you mean black people treating other black people bad? Who does that more than Africans, Jamaicans, and Haitians, family? Y'all got whole caste systems based on this. Miss me with you trying to use us as your dump truck.
Answers are valid, but with the rise of what's going on politically in the world, it is not surprising that other black people are treating other black people the way that they are and othering them. It makes complete sense. I don't think that we as Caribbean Americans should take it offensively. If you've been here for generations, you know that you are born in America, you're an American. None of that really matters. I think that we should continue to show our duality as Caribbean Americans. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know. Xenophobia will always be so weird to me because it's like, bitch, we are the same, but okay, I don't know. I won't ever be gaslit into like not remembering the
You will be G-checked on site for running your damn mouth with all them damn lies that you're trying to tell. Family, let me check everybody in the family right now. Let's talk. Let's go there. Yeah, you ain't lying. She Charlie Brown and all day. Fam, I need somebody right now in the chat. Tell me where we are with Hidden Colors in the Kickstarter. Can somebody let me know? Let me go ahead and bring some FBA energy and vibrations up in here, family, before we get to roasting that. What does the Kickstarter look like right now? Somebody let me know. If my brothers and sisters can contribute, let's get it, fam. Because what this highlights, y'all, is that everything we do, we got to do for our damn self, okay? We got to do for our own. We got to make sure that we hold it down because this is how we build. This is how we structure. Somebody let me know where it's at right now because we're going to get straight to the bottom. Somebody, y'all still climbing that woman's hairline. You ain't lying. That damn hairline. I'm telling y'all, boy, if your hairline need a parachute, your ass is down bad. Okay. Where we at, family? Let me see. Here we go. Boy, the chat moving so damn fast. Okay, it's over 2K. Okay, donated. There they go. Oh, damn. Okay, so about 3,000 away. Okay, two away. Let's close in. Everybody, let's go ahead and make that close in. Let's go ahead and shut it down, fam, because this is what we got to do. You got to remember this, fam. I'm going to talk to y'all. We're going to kick some real game up in here. I want my brothers and sisters. Anybody, you donated? I appreciate everybody who donated, fam. Remember, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it all the way live. Family. Much love and respect. We're going to do it big, fam. And remember, we in here. Black Alpha. I'm in Hidden Colors, y'all. Much love and respect to y'all. And I'm telling y'all, this is what we do. We build it for ourselves. This has everything to do with us and nobody else. Grassroots made, grassroots accepted, and we're going to make sure that we hold it down. So forever, we all going to be a part of it because ain't nobody going to do for us like we do for us. Remember that, my brothers and sisters. We are sitting here and we're watching all of these people with these festivals and all these people trying to tether us. It is more indicative now and more important than forever to go ahead and make sure that whatever we do for our goddamn self. We don't do for nobody else because ain't nobody going to do it. The mentality of waiting for people to do things, that ain't going to work. We got to get up. We got to get on the grind. We got to get it because we sit back and we watch these people being funded. Remember, y'all, nobody historically has ever funded the Black American grassroots. The Black American grassroots has. You want to know where to donate? Somebody in the chat right now, post a Kickstarter for me. Anybody who wants to go ahead and donate, make sure that you do, family. But this is what I'm talking about. 100% grassroots, 100% for us, 100% by us, nobody else, fam. And we're going to be the ones who push it over the top. And I'm telling you right now, it's pure fire, 100%, and it's on and popping. And let me say this as well. There's a lot of people who claim to be in the movement that didn't promote it, didn't say a goddamn thing about it. And I want everybody to listen to me very clearly, and you know exactly who these individuals are, and you ain't got to go searching. It would take 2 minutes to get done if some people with platforms would have actually just retweeted it. You ain't got to say it on your shows or your broadcasts or none of that, but a simple retweet would be fine because it benefits all of us. Remember that, y'all. You ain't got to like somebody. You ain't got to love somebody. You ain't got to be best friends with somebody. But at the end of the day, reparations, Hidden Colors, all of this stuff, fam, that is excellent, that is pure, that comes from the grassroots, it benefits all of us. People got to put their little egos to the side and get behind a brother or sister, all right? This is what really needs to go on. We need to bring that real energy. I'm looking at all my brothers and sisters in the chat. I'm looking at all of you guys. A lot of y'all don't have these big platforms where y'all talk to thousands of people every day, but y'all out here putting money on the line, putting your life on the line, taking food from your family to help contribute so we all move. And I know some damn people who talk to thousands of people every goddamn week and ain't retweeted it. All of that I'm helping from the background, that shit don't go all the damn time. Sometimes you get on the front line and you say it and you push it all the way live, then things get real. I tell everybody I'm the #1 activist, family. because I am the number one activist. And let me tell you what come along with that. That means always being an example of what's good. Are we in it for self? Or are we in it for the community? Are we in it for self? Or are we in it for each other? I'm in it for us, family. Go ahead and think about the rally for reparations and think about the people who promoted it and think about everybody who was silent about it. You ain't got to like the damn rally for reparations. I don't know about nobody else, fam, but let me tell you something. If somebody had a rally for reparations and I wasn't in it, I'm still going to support it with all of my soul because it benefits all of us. Let me ask y'all a question. When the dominant society calls somebody the N-word, does every W in America make these people millionaires? What happened with George Zimmerman? Did they make him a millionaire? Or about that lady who called that little Somalian kid in Minnesota? Did they make her a millionaire overnight? What if something happens in the dominant society, fam? Is Joe Rogan going to contribute? Is Kid Rock going to contribute? Is Megyn Kelly going to contribute? Would Charlie Kirk have contributed? Or would they just said nothing and didn't do a damn thing? They out here making unalivers millionaires, and you got people who have the opportunity to blow this thing up, and they just don't say nothing about it at all. So I want you ain't got to say it. I want you to lock it in your brain, and I want you to go ahead and serve this as an example of what it's like, family, when we move, okay? Just remember who was silent and remember who was riding. Because I got a problem when it's a bunch of brothers and sisters who out here putting in work, who don't have platforms, who are putting all the money and helping the grassroots. And then with other people, damn, they don't say nothing about it. These MFers don't even tweet. Fam, let me tell you how easy it is to tweet. There you go. And thousands of people seen it, and we might have crossed this a week ago. But cool, family. Remember that. Oh, there's a new energy in the game, family. I don't know about 10, 12 years ago. I don't know about none of that, but I know about since I showed up. And y'all know I'm going to be the one to say it while everybody else is tying their shoes for 30 minutes and don't want to look up. There go Black Alpha again. He talking that crazy stuff now. I mean, people don't come. Well, it's going to be what it is, family. So I send a certified salute to everybody out there, family, who's out there at Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse can go get $1 million for unaliving somebody. But we got folks who claim to be a part of the movement, but only get behind things that they push. So I want y'all to see where the ego is. And I want you to see who's really riding. Because when things get real, you remember the riders, family. You remember the riders, y'all. And I know for a fact that Brother Tariq has done a lot of great things for the community, things that he don't even talk about, that I know of, and he doesn't even say nothing about it. He keeps it quiet to himself, and he does a lot of great things. And I see a bunch of people out there who low-key be hating on the side when my brother be out here doing his goddamn thing and making money, and they be out here chirping on both ends. So I want y'all to remember that and lock that in, family. And when we go out there and we get it, we on. Did it hit 250, family? There it did. All right, there you go, fam. Remember, y'all, who was silent. Remember who was quiet, who ain't say nothing. Remember who had all the voice in the world, fam. With great Black power comes great Black responsibility. And if you are somebody who has a high responsibility to people, there was a sister who wrote me the other day. And the sister told me that I helped get her out of depression. And that means everything to me, fam. So I want everybody to remember how we move collectively. And I want y'all to know the people who sit back. I'm telling you now, I'm supporting every reparations rally because it benefits everybody. Any collective, it benefits everybody. So I want y'all, and don't be afraid to say it. Don't be looking at nobody like, I ain't gonna say nothing about them. No, fuck that. Say what you say, fam. I'm in the house now. I'm telling you, I don't know about the past. This is a new era. I'm a millennial, fam. So we ushering in the millennial era. Y'all know I'm on my DMX and Tupac. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say it for what it is. I represent the community. I be out here in the streets. I don't sit behind the computer all goddamn day long. I'm out here. I'm not reading articles. I'm pushing the line, fam. So I want everybody to understand and remember that when it go down and y'all are at the theaters, don't let the people who were quiet come in and get all the damn joy. And we done did it, fam. So shout out to y'all. Shout out to me. Y'all know goddamn well, Black Alpha, fam. I'm the person to say the things that others don't want to say. Because I remember when I came in the game was kind of stale. And then I came in with my 808 Beats family, and we was talking real talk. And then y'all see me in the streets real. We posting pictures. We doing everything, fam. I brought a game. Anybody who was around when DMX came into the rap game, when Jay-Z and Puffy was out there dancing, and then DMX came in and he took over, that's the type of energy, family, that we got with Certified Foundational Black America. So shout out to y'all. Don't let people show up out of nowhere, fam, and be like, I was there. I did it. No, you didn't. You ain't say nothing. All right? Always stand next to a brother or sister who's doing good things, family, and remove people who ain't. Remember that. But let's proceed to give the world what we need. Shout out to us, family. Shout out to us. It's needed to be done. And I can tell y'all, family, this is phenomenal. This is phenomenal. It's going to be a phenomenal classic thing. And let me tell y'all, and I mean this, family, sometimes in my regular life, I got to pinch myself because I still can't believe I'm a part of the Hidden Colors fraternity and family, y'all. I just can't believe it sometimes. And I always have nothing but respect and loyalties to Tariq. That's why if y'all notice when people start kind of, I got to say something because I don't play that. Where I'm from and how I was raised, my mama and daddy raised me is if somebody disrespect your brother, you go get him. You don't wait for your brother to come get you. You go get him. Somebody say something about my sister, I'm going to come holler. Okay? Sometimes my brother can't say what my brother want to say. Sometimes my sister can't say what my sister want to say. But I'm going to say what I want to say all the goddamn time. My personal life, they be like, there he go again. Trust me, my mouth done got me in trouble a lot of times, fam, but I'm still here. Okay? So remember that, fam. We always going to do that. We always going to rock. But I be having to pinch myself, fam. And I'm going to say this as well. And I mean this, family. I thank all of you guys. I thank all of y'all because without Certified Foundational Black America, without this movement that we've been having, without the grind that we've been on, family, I wouldn't even have the opportunity. I'm truly somebody who has been built by the people. I'm not somebody who just showed up and pressed play and read an article. I'm somebody that was truly built by the people. I'm somebody that it was the backs of the foundational Black American people who made Black Alpha what he is today. Straight up. I'm in the film because of y'all. I'm talking about from the people who were there when I had 1 subscriber, 2 subscribers. I remember looking at my chat and I had 6 people in there, family. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy. I was like, God damn, I got 6. As a matter of fact, and I told him personally, but I ain't gonna put it all on the table. I told our brother Tariq, I told him, I said, when my daddy died, Tariq had retweeted something I did and I got a lot of subscribers from it. And I told him he didn't even know, but it meant everything to me. Okay. So yeah, I'm always ride for my brother and I'm gonna ride for all my brothers in the chat and I'm gonna ride for all my sisters in the chat. Okay. So remember that, y'all. Everybody, we're all brothers and sisters, family. And you're supposed to always have that loyalty and always be careful of who doesn't have that loyalty. And remember that when times get hard on the boulevard, family. But we ain't done. Let's continue to work. Shout out to everybody. Let's continue to work. I appreciate y'all, fam. When y'all watch me in the movie, fam, and all the other great people, just remember, fam, you're in it with me. Because I wouldn't be there without you. So it all goes in together, family. However, let's continue to cook. Let's continue to rock. Shout out to my brother Sage. I see you, fam. My brother Sage told me ahead of time. Yes, he did. Shout out to my brother Sage, fam. I appreciate the love, dog. You already know. So let's continue, fam. But this ain't about me, man. It's about we. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people got the me mentality. A lot of people got the me mentality, fam. You know, I got the we mentality. So it's all about us together. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if my sister Natural's in here, but my sister Natural, you know, you told me something on the phone. You remember you told me and you said, watch out for certain things, sister. And I remember. Fam, let's go to work. Here we go. Look at this right here, fams. My brothers and sisters, kings and queens, goddess and gods. Why these people out here still talking about Michael B. Jordan? And why is this dude from England acting like he's a black man from America? Watch.
Struggle, you won't understand how important it was for Michael B. Jordan to win the Oscar. I'm going to say the names of all the black men who won the Oscar for Best Actor. That's like the big one, okay? Let's see how many of them you know before I say their names. Now, starting from the top, we're going to say Sidney Poitier, 1964. I'm going to come back to that. Next to him, you got to know that name. Denzel Washington. Going back, we've got Jamie Foxx. After him, you got Forrest Whitaker. Now, I know you know Will Smith, and as of recently, we've got Michael B. Jordan. Now, let's go back to 1964.
What you mean we? And why are you talking about it? Why he acting like he us, y'all? What we did, and then I thought these black Brits didn't like black Americans. I thought those black Brits was talking real greasy about us. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that, family? Where did all this come from? What happened to all the people that was disrespecting us and saying black Americans was bad? And by the way, remember, they sent half of their actors over here to act like us in the first damn place. Y'all notice what I'm talking about, family? Let's proceed.
At the time of recording this, it was more than 60 years ago. Every 10 years on average, they let a black man get an Oscar. And the 2 of the 4, well, that was just in the last 5 years. Imagine that. Think of how many amazing black actors, you know, who've been excluded from this very exclusive club. If you don't...
let me tell you what black actors you talking about. You talking about the black American actors who have their roles of their icons taken away from tethers like you, fam, you see how they don't mind coming over here and taking the credit for foundational Black American success? And then at the same time, they don't mind coming over here and taking foundational Black American roles. Where's Cynthia Erivo from? Where's she from? Because she's a two-time in tether, family. Remember that. I know she's African, but where's she from? And is she from England? Is that where she's from, family? I'm going to be honest with you. I tried to look and see, but she was so hideous that I didn't even want to do that to my eyes. So I just had to go ahead and wait it out, family. Somebody tell me where she's from, Cynthia Erivo, because what I do know for a fact, fam, they come over here and then they take our roles. And why are they acting like he went through all the things that Michael B. Jordan had to go through? Y'all remember when Samuel L. Jackson came out? Samuel L. was like, they go pay these people because basically they a bunch of bow downs. She's from Nigeria. She's a Nigerian living over there in England, coming over here cosplaying Black Americans. She's a Nigerian Brit. There you go. Okay. You see, family, they come over here and they take away from Michael B. Jordan and act like we all Black. That right there was a we all Black. That right there was the we all Black right there, fam. How come we ain't all Black when y'all coming over here want to take our roles? How come then? The dude who played Fred Hampton, the guy who played Fred Hampton was horrible. He looked like a tether trying to act like Fred Hampton. And this is why, click, I had to turn the movie off, family. I had to turn it off. I'm sitting there saying, you're not going to play Fred Hampton. Y'all know Fred Hampton, Chicago. He had that Chicago by way of the South accent, family. Very, very strict how he spoke. And the damn tethers over there talking about us in the Black Panther Party. Black Panther Party. The reason why those Black Brits come over here and they play our roles is because those Black Brits, they already copy Black Americans anyway. So it's basically just the average thing that they do, fam. It's basically the average thing that they do. This is what I'm talking about these people, fam. They always come at Black Americans and play a game. Yeah, you didn't watch it either? Yeah, that was trash, man. I turned that stuff off so goddamn quick. I said, get this off my damn screen. I ain't going to sit here and listen to nobody come around and try to speak like they're us, try to talk like they're us, and for the billionth time, they ain't us. And fam, when I say they ain't us, do you know Africans are running around here now saying that they helped America? No lie, no cap. I ain't telling you nothing, fam. Africans now are running around here saying that it was because of African foreign aid to America that we did good. It was because they've been assisting us. Fam, I don't know what tether delusional land that these people living in, okay? But I know they're delusional, deranged, with no deodorant. But family, they're really out here trying to say this right here. They're trying to say that they were helping us. List of African countries that sent aid to support Black Americans. Family, you can't make this up. Now they're saying that we lean on them. Watch.
It's amazing and quite fucking annoying about the conversation about continental Africans not liking African Americans is the fact that African countries in the course of maybe like the last 300 fucking years have sent so much aid and help and support to the African Americans here in this country today. And I'm going to give you a list of them. Please keep in mind, some of these countries, the aid that they sent was denied by our own government. Without putting them in any order, I'm going to start with Liberia. In the 60s and 70s during the civil rights movement, Liberia opened their doors with no hesitation to African Americans that was tired of the bullshit. Next, we can talk about Ghana, when in the late 1950s, early 1960s during the civil rights movement, their first president, Kwame, opened Ghana up completely to African American citizens. Not only did they offer moral support, but they also offered financial support. And as far as the moral support, they were openly condemning the treatment of Black people in this country, all the way over there in their own country. Next, we can talk about Nigeria. They offered financial support and they opened their doors to African Americans during the civil rights movement. They created something called the non-alignment movement. And this non-alignment movement condemned openly, like with no hesitation, the treatment of Black people.
Oh, get the hell out of here. Fam, here go more invisible stuff that can't nobody see, can't nobody account for, ain't nobody hearing it. Here go another lie, fam, of all the things that they said that they done did for us. Remember we did this and we did this. Ain't no Black American nowhere in Black America walking around here and saying how great they've been to us. Stop playing. We don't pass down stories of Africa helping us. We don't pass down stories of them being our friends. We don't pass down stories of how much we've been assisted. Stop lying. Nobody believes you.
And beyond that, they offer diplomatic aid, financial aid, and moral aid. Next, we could talk about Egypt. Please also keep in mind the countries I've mentioned and the ones I'm going to mention still, part of their aid was also offering sanctuary to the the threats to American society. People like Stokely Carmichael, Assata Shakur, and a lot of other people. But anyway, let's talk about Egypt. During the civil rights movement, Egypt offered financial support and asylum to any civil rights leader or any civil rights protester. Not to mention, they also openly condemned the mistreatment of Black people in this country.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Fam, where the hell they do this at? And it ain't go nowhere. Y'all got all these movements that y'all done did, and we can't account for not near one of them. Can't no Black Americans see none of this. Fam, they live with this invisibility. Everything they say is invisible. You just can't see it. Where? We did this for you, and we gave aid. You can't find the money. We opened our borders, ain't seen the documents. We gave you foreign assistance, ain't nobody seen the paperwork. Nothing you said we've ever seen. So that leads us to know you're lying.
I know I ain't got to mention it, but South Africa, we going to talk about it. Nelson Mandela and the anti-apartheid movement did wonders when it came to connecting us to our motherland.
Oh, no. Khalid Muhammad talked about this. Oh, no. Wait, freeze up. No. It is on record that Nelson Mandela, he said he don't give a damn about Black American issues and it don't concern him. Fam, we've done more for them than they've ever done for us. You got to understand why we feel the way we feel about them. Tether fatigue. Because first off, they lie, get caught and then lie some more, get exposed, get canceled, and they continue to do the same thing. Family, you're talking about a lineage, heritage, and a culture in America. 50 million of our lineage has done more for Africa than Africa's ever done for themselves or for anybody in the diaspora. Let's keep it real. This little falsified thing that they try to say, like Africa is so much of a succeeding thing and Africa's done so many wonders for the planet Earth. Family, where? Because you can't do all these great things for people in the diaspora, but yet in your homeland, you have nothing but civil wars and conflict and tribalism. We can't point to anything that you've done because you ain't done nothing. You're out here getting assistance by us. They want, fam, if you want to get straight to it, they want 50 million of us to help all billions of them. They want our small country to help their whole continent. How in the hell is the person who's a toddler helping out the damn adult? The adult is getting fed by the toddler, but the damn adult can't even feed itself, and then you want to turn around and just make things up. Nah, bruh, that ain't how it's going. Black Americans, we sit back and look at it, and quite frankly, it's embarrassing. And this is why they walk with that shame, and they're always trying to dump it off onto us. You've never done nothing for nobody. Nelson Mandela straight up said it. He's like, man, I ain't doing nothing. Nelson Mandela straight up said it. He didn't give a damn about Black American issues. So therefore, we don't give a damn about their issues. Remember, y'all, they build nothing.
If it wasn't for Nelson Mandela and the African National Congress, Africa probably would have never even known what the fuck was going on over here. It goes without saying, they were also openly condemning the mistreatment of Black people in America, all the way over there. Next, we got Tanzania, who in the 1960s offered aid and support to any Black intellectuals and civil rights leaders and protesters.
Notice, fam, it's all these, we got offered this, you offered us that over there, we gave you this over there on the side. It's always a bunch of offers that never end up coming through. Y'all notice that, family? Everything she's sitting there saying is, well, we offered this, and this was offered as well, and then we offered that around the corner. It ain't never anything that was done, though. Nothing that was done, fam. It's just a bunch of hollow offers. Well, we offered it to you. What about that time when we offered that one thing? I still haven't seen anything that's actually happened. Why the hell can't I point to anything that you've done? Because all I'm hearing is a bunch of hollow talk about what you've offered, but ain't no damn cash been exchanged. Try again.
When I say protesters, I mean civil rights activists. Anybody that would be considered an activist. If you was out there marching, you're welcome. Sierra Leone goes without saying as well, but we're going to talk about it. Now, when it comes to Sierra Leone, this is actually one of the instances where our own government gave the aid back. Didn't tell us shit. But Sierra Leone did offer resettlement to African Americans, and they openly did that because when they offered that to the government and it came back to them, it was like, okay, we just gonna make it known. And they did just that. Also, keep in mind, when I say that these countries offered relocation and resettlement, they were willing to pay for some of these things.
Stop. No, the hell they weren't. Okay, then how come they didn't pay for it then? How come they didn't pay for it? You're just talking. You're just babbling because everything you're saying is live. Absolutely. They condemned it. They offered it. Fam, let me tell you something. The dominant society condemned racial attacks against Black people. You know why they love condemn? Because condemn is just running your damn mouth. That's all it is, family. I condemn this. We condemn that. That basically means we didn't do nothing. See, they understand how to say things that are hollow, that have no tangibles to it. They understand how to say things with no type of value, no type of core to it. And it sounds good. And then they come and run it back. So if you remove everything that's just talk and you get to the brass tacks of what's been done, how come she ain't saying what's been done? Think about it, y'all. Everything she's saying is things that have not actually occurred. It's we tried, we said, we wanted to. She never told you anything that's actually happened. So if you get to the point like I believe we're all at, when you going to tell me about something actually occurring, no talk. You don't hear nothing from them. So that tells you exactly what we mean by that, family. These people have never done anything for Black Americans, and Black Americans have done a lot for them. We fought for the continent to be free, and the continent ain't ever did a damn thing for us. And since you ain't ever done a damn thing for us, then it's in the process of y'all being shut down, because we helped these people for years, and then the same people we helped come back over here, and they try to replace us and invade us, and then get upset and cry when we say hell to the gnaw. Well, you're going to keep on crying because it's hell to the gnaw today, and it's hell to the gnaw tomorrow, and it'll be hell to the gnaw forever. And that's how we move it. Family, let me tell you even further what I'm talking about with these damn people. You notice, fam, every time you turn around and you start dealing with these damn tethers, I mean all the tethers, no matter where they're coming from, you start seeing people calling them out, and the first thing they do is that they get upset. They get real upset at Black Americans for checking them. Oh, they can't stand it, fam. So when they start talking about Tiana Taylor, whatever, they start going in, fam, talking about she's going to be the curator of the whole damn event. This is where they are with it, fam. She's going to be the curator of the event. Let me tell you what they're trying to do with her, fam. First off, how many of y'all feel that the dominant society been low-key selecting her to kind of be the new nowadays Tiffany Haddish? Can we go there? Can we go there? I'm not saying that her and Tiffany Haddish are on the same level, the same playing field, but what I am going to sit here and tell you is she was acting way too extra at them damn Oscar awards, fam. Can we go there and just be real? They've been using her out of nowhere, and I knew it was going to happen, y'all. I knew it. Soon as I seen her in that damn movie, which I didn't watch, by the way, and she ended up getting popped by that W dude, I said, watch all the accolades start rolling in for her. This is the Halle Berry thing. Y'all know the great song, the phenomenal song by Jadakiss, Why? When he said, why'd Holly have to let a W man pop her to get an Oscar? Why Denzel have to turn crooked before he took it? That's exactly what ended up happening with her. I already knew it, fam. I knew it. I was like, oh man, they're going to start praising her, loving her. And she was out there at the award show acting crazy, fam. She was doing a little too much for me. A little too damn much, y'all, straight up. She needs to go ahead and read the manuscript on how to be a sellout, because they looking at her and saying, listen, we gave you all of this stuff to shut up and to fool Black folks, not to be getting into fights and running around and jump. Did you see when she got the award and she threw her arm around the dude and he was looking like, get the hell off me? She was trying to make that all about her. She was being extra, but I already knew, what that was about. And I knew where they was going with it, family. Notice when Tiffany Haddish was their person, it was her. Tiffany Haddish and Kevin Hart were selected. And the average Black American wasn't really rocking with Kevin Hart. This MF got all the movie roles. Same with Tiffany Haddish. How do you know whenever the dominant society is using somebody? It's because somebody like Tiffany Haddish in real life, the dominant society always calls her all types of bad names. But publicly, when it's a movie star for their agenda, they praise them. Anytime publicly in Hollywood, they uplift and praise somebody that in their regular life, they would call a welfare queen or all types of negative names, then you know they're doing a game plan. Do you think them same Hollywood execs that were given all of them roles, but particularly Tiffany Haddish, the same people who were giving Tiffany Haddish roles to Hollywood executives, do y'all think that they would like her in real life? They would never go around her. So yeah, she was being way too damn extra for me at them damn awards, fam. And now they're trying to use her as the curator, and y'all know there's a whole plan behind that. Let's go.
TikTok. Essence Fest is right around the corner, right? Last year I went and I made a couple videos down there. But look at that. Tiana Taylor named as chief curator for 2026 Essence Festival in New Orleans this year. So y'all going? I know she's curated other shows and concerts and things like that, but do you all think that Tiana Taylor is up for this job, up for the challenge of being the chief curator for the show? I mean, she's a young lady, but obviously she's talented and she knows a lot of people in the industry, right? And she has experience curating. But do you think that Tiana Taylor is going to make a difference this year with all of the drama that they had last year? With
y'all think she's going to make a difference? This lady's asking y'all a question. Do you think Tiana Taylor is going to make a difference at the awards this year? Or, excuse me, the festival, because she was acting a damn fool at the awards this year.
People's response to the flow and the feel of Essence, where people feel like Essence is just not the same and there's no coming back, and how they're not going to go this year because of the whole Nigeria-Africa correlation. What y'all think? Y'all think this is a good move for Essence Fest? They're trying to do something different, I guess, to make it better. So y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all going to Essence Fest because Tiana Taylor is going to be the chief curator, or y'all going to sit this one out and wait to see? Let me know. What's up, TikTok?
Bam, there you go. Y'all saying no, hell no. Hell no. Do they think that she's going to be the last straw, fam? Do they think she's going to be the ender of all of this? Fam, this is all an agenda. They done made her the curator, fam. Really? Really, y'all? This is what they trying to do. They done made her the curator because they think that she's going to get to Black America and drum up some type of support. This is what they think. We ain't going for it.
Black women in Hollywood. Tiana Taylor would always give us a moment. She looks beyond enchanting in this nude butterfly dress by Sabina Balenko. The butterfly details is so alluring. Here she is with her co-star, Chasey Fanity. I'm sure Tiana just giving us a little review before the Oscar moment on Sunday. 2026 Black women in Hollywood.
That right there, family. There you go. They know damn well they wouldn't give her no roles at all unless she was serving the agenda. The dominant society will give you roles if you're serving their agenda, and they wouldn't look at you twice in the real world. They're trying to use her because they understand exactly what that lady was saying, is that Black Americans, we seen through the whole little tether palooza that they was trying to push. So now Black Americans are saying we falling all the way back, and they're trying to go use Tiana Taylor as some type of person to drum up support. Like Black Americans is going to say, damn it, we going because of her. Why don't they know that delineation don't give a damn? See, family, we've been telling them it's not our fault if they don't get it. It's not our fault if these people aren't receptive to what's going on. Delineation don't give a damn who you put in front of it. You can put any two-bid rapper, singer, actor, actress, it don't matter. If your ass is from some dusty homeland, you come over here, you cosplay us, we are going to make sure that you get this damn work. That's just what we doing as foundational Black Americans. Delineation, as I say, is not about your feelings. Delineation is strictly business, and that's what's got everybody hurt, y'all. This was a cater to Black American emotions agenda, but there ain't no Black American emotions in this generation. Do you see the difference, fam? They're trying to get us to say, well, we got to go there. That's our sister. We got to go there. That's our family. But when we start looking at the paperwork, you know straight up, she is Afro-Trinidadian. There goes the Afro part again, like we were just talking about. Look at the bottom corner right there, family. My brothers and sisters, my kings and queens, my goddess and gods. Y'all see right there, she is an Afro-Trinidadian, just like Nicki Minaj. Oh, yeah. There goes another New York Trinidadian person that they try to usher in front of Black Americans to try to get Black Americans to support a tether agenda. And Black Americans say, F all y'all 3 times from Sunday. There you go right there, family. There you go. You can see it off top, off rip. They're using that as some type of hustle and con game to think that Black Americans is going to jump for joy. Black Americans is going to say, yeah, we down. And then they sprinkled in Monica. They sprinkled in Brandy. They sprinkled in a few people here or there, y'all. But it don't matter who the hell they try to sprinkle in, because at the end of the damn day, it's all about what we say. You ain't moving us off our square, and we don't give a damn who you put in front of us. That's what delineation is. Remember, y'all, delineation ain't the nice business. It's the hurt business. It's going to be some hurt feelings and some hurt emotions, but ain't none of that going to be ours because we moving good. So it was a nice play. And there's been a lot of play going on, family. Let's go there, y'all. They're using Tiana Taylor as a curator to try to get Black Americans to say, that's our girl, we gonna be there. But we was watching the Oscars and we ain't give a damn about her being there. No disrespect, but you ain't like us, point blank. Then they got Lotto and they got Cardi B and they got Kehlani. None of them are Black Americans. That even further lets us know we don't give a damn because they not like us. You can sprinkle in whatever little blackness that you try to find off the street. That still does not equal up or equate to foundational Black America. They don't understand, y'all. It's only for FBA, and the only way you can be an FBA is if you were born in FBA. And if you weren't born in FBA, then we ain't coming to your defense. Speaking of coming to your damn defense, let's go ahead and go further on this Tether Essence Festival. Family, they were broke about a month ago, and the Democrats done paid a couple of them little bills. That's what done happened. The Democrats done broke them off a little bag here, and over there and said, let's bring all this back and let's bring all this in and let's see if we can get Black Americans to change. Y'all notice every time they turn around, we right there and we like, nope, hell nope. Every time they try to pull up on us with something different, we get them, we got them, we spot them before they even do it. I done seen y'all in the chat call out what these tethers are going to do months in advance. I seen y'all saying things that ain't happened yet for another 6 months. There's things that these MFs is going to do in August and September that y'all already be calling out right now. So what does that tell you? That tells y'all that we're ahead of the game and we changing the game. Let me tell you even further how it's like, fam. There's been a hell of a lot of strange things going on, and we going to break it all the way down too.
Richie Lou Dennis, the man who owns Essence Magazine and is over Essence Fest, who almost destroyed it last year, did not pay the venue and did not pay the people who are working there and did not pay the vendors. At least from what I understand, he owes the venue like almost $500,000 and owes the vendors $1 million. That same Richie Lou Dennis, who is Liberian, who is not African-American, who built his own personal wealth out of buying natural hair care companies from Black people and selling them to white corporations, is a Liberian billionaire who planned on taking our money off of our loyalty to our products and our people, take that money and build wealth elsewhere with others, not with the community that helped him make that money. Am I hearing that correctly? When I did a video on him last year about how he destroyed Essence Fest last year, there were so many of my people in the comments and said, that's why we don't have any unity. That's why we can't get anything done. Meanwhile, he plans to do the most to enhance himself and enhance Nigeria using our money, but leaving us out of it.
That's what tethers do. This is why we on full mode and we ain't giving a damn about what a tether got to say. That's exactly the definition of a damn tether, y'all. They come over here and their whole thing is to hijack what we got and then eventually big up and give it all back to Nigeria. There you go. Or wherever they from. It don't stop.
And then I find out that he owns Madam C.J. Walker's house. That was a gut punch. Why does he have that? Why? No history attached to it whatsoever. That man is not African American. That man is not FBA. That man is Liberian and comes from a Liberian class that put down their own people, as in suppress the wealth of their own people to enhance themselves to the point that a new government kicked his family out of their country for how they treated the native people. This is insane. And the way I got dogged out for my post last year and to see it all come around. Now I understand why Carolyn Wanga got up out of there. When I heard that she resigned last summer or early, like last summer, last spring, I knew she was running from something because she knew that man was not paying those people and she didn't want that to come back on her. That's my theory.
No, no. Freeze, frame, hold up, wait 1 damn minute. No. You was half right, but you wasn't all the way right. But we about to get all the way right up in here. Wanga ass was running from FBA. Fam, no, we got to correct that. No. Wanga wasn't being some good person who just had to get out of there because she didn't want it to come down on her. She knew them foundational Black American certifieds was on that ass. And she understood this next flop that's about to happen was going to be all on her name. We got these people ducking. They running and hiding, trying to get away from foundationals. That's what that was about. Nah, she didn't do that out of no ethical or moral stance. She did that stuff because she was scared up. And she should have been. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to continue to make the next one scared. The next one and the next one and the next one until they get the goddamn point like I'm telling everybody. Delineation is about regulating, and it ain't the emotional business. We ran her to hell off the block, off the field, out the paint, and probably out the country because you ain't seen her since. And remember, y'all, she was running around here giving those little speeches that were anti-delineation. Y'all remember those? Remember, fam, first off, she came out and said that her family was nothing but a bunch of slave traders. And then they told us that Africans didn't sell Africans. Exactly. Exposed. And then she came out and said, well, you know, I don't really know much about this delineation thing and y'all not liking Africans. Can't we all get along? Exposed. She was even saying, be careful who's certified and who's not because they be listening. And we the only certifieds on the block. So she was watching and falling back because she knew FBA was going to get it. And you can't run from us. We will walk your ass down. And that's exactly what we did. Let's go there, family. The Democrats done dropped a bag on that. My brothers and sisters in Louisiana right now, my brothers and sisters in New Orleans, fam, she ain't been out there. They ain't been out there. All the damn vendors and all the debt done disappeared, family, out of nowhere. And then they come up with this new lineup. And I'm telling you, this is good. And I'm going to tell you why it's good. It's better than good. It's great. And let me tell you why it's great. We're going to make these people go even more bankrupt. What happens to this new festival when Black Americans don't show up? And then they lost out on a couple extra million, fam. That hole that they got of all them damn millions that they losing out on, family, that hole's going to only get deeper. It's only going to go further and further down. And what we're doing now, we're making these MFers go into straight up debt. That's what's good about it. Delineation is making all these people go into debt. Delineation is making all these people go into them pockets and they pulling out lint. All the money that they thought they was going to get from that bank teller, that stuff all coming back 0, 0, 0 with nothing on it. That's good. I want them to go ahead and have another one. Go ahead, have fun, choose to do what you choose to do. But I promise you this, foundational Black Americans is going to make you pay. And you can't pay us. Because foundational Black Americans, we get paid back. And that's the big difference. Let me show y'all even further what we're talking about this little Essence Fest and why it's all down bad. And I'd be remiss if we didn't show Mrs. Wanga, okay, Mrs. Slave Seller. Yeah, absolutely. We shutting all that down. They don't know, family. We done shut everything down. Think about everybody that we done shut down in the last year, fam. And how many of them done try to come back and spin around and was talking reckless too, right? Not anymore. Hell no. Yeah, insufficient funds. Absolutely. They looking at them insufficient funds and they're like, God damn them FBAs. That's good because now what this does, fam, the more that they try to invade us and intrude on us and come up with their fake rallies and protests and festivals, fam, that's only giving us more of an opportunity to flex our FBA muscle. And the fact that we're flexing our FBA muscle and we putting it out on the streets, fam, that's only letting these individuals know they can't keep coming back. I'm going to tell you, the only thing that these people respect is the loss of and the loss of money. And we making all of them lose money. This is how you know we're going to win. And this is what's really going to usher in the change for this foundational Black American Renaissance and this FBA generation. It's going to be the fact that we are costing these people money. And ain't nobody in the system of savage capitalism going to go out there and keep losing money. They're going to see Cardi B done got a bag to say all that stuff and nobody showed up, still empty seats. They're going to see Lotto, nothing. Kaylani, nothing. And they still got empty seats. They're going to say, well, we done paid this curator to curate and we still can't get Black Americans to show up. We making these people lose dollars. So we welcome all of this. Keep on coming. We going to keep on shutting down. You got to take pride in shutting stuff down, family. It's a great thing. because that's what we're doing. We shutting down all their lies, all their agendas, and all the flip-flopping that these individuals love to do. Let me show y'all even further what I mean when I say that we shutting these people down. Oh, and it's so lovely over here on this side, the real side, the only side that matters, family. Let me show y'all exactly how these individuals think they slick. First and foremost, that you see right there on your damn screen is exactly what we're talking about. They're holding up Essence Festival, family. You see it, Essence Festival, right? But here's the thing about them holding up Essence Festival. Ain't neither one of them us. So, family, we are the only people that you see this with. Think about it, y'all. Think about it. You don't never see this with other communities. You don't never see two people who ain't from the community representing a festival for the community. They had that whole Kid Rock Turning Point USA Super Bowl halftime performance. Family, did Paul McCartney perform there? Did they have any Brits there? Was there any Ukrainians there? Or did they keep that Lily W in America? You didn't see nobody coming over there from England trying to get in on Turning Point USA. No, you didn't see that. But when it comes to us, they want to have people who are from Trinidad, people who are Puerto Rican and Cuban, people who are African, come over here and just represent, walk in and say, what's up, big head? Only big head is you. Big forehead, big no hairline, big back head. Fam, they got a big back head. It's one thing to have a forehead, okay? These MFers got a big back head. That damn thing go like this. If they turn around and you say their name, they might knock somebody the hell out spinning around. Never stand next to a tether when somebody calls their name out. If you buy a tether and someone says, Mr. Mutombo, you better duck. Because if his ass turn around to see who's looking for him, he may knock your ass out. That's how big they back head is. It's as big as they forehead. And ain't none of that FBA. But let me tell you what else, family. I told y'all that they were sending out all the vampires, right? Didn't I tell y'all? Family, here goes another vampire. Look at the bottom. Black Americans are so resilient and brave. Oh, family. Oh, it ain't just the chicken chow mein. It ain't just the jollof. You also have the unseasoned food and the Brussels sprouts vampires. And watch this Brussels sprouts vampire start to say that Black Americans are so good and we need their help. Watch the signs.
To my Black Americans, my gorgeous Black men and women in America, I just want to say you guys are so fucking resilient. It's so shameful how dishonest our history books are about what happened in this country, what happened to Black Americans, how we treated people, and how this country came to be. It is so shameful. I finally am reading the 1619 Project. I've had it on my bookshelf for like a couple years and I read a ton. And finally I got into it and it just, the fact that when we wrote our Constitution, when white men wrote our Constitution and had the audacity to say that men are...
No, fam, here come the feminism. Listen to what they doing, fam. Listen to how she slid it in. I hope you caught that. When white men wrote the Constitution and they wouldn't let women do nothing, fam, she come out the gates talking about Black Americans, just like the Essence Festival or anything they do. Black on the headline, and within 57 seconds, she's already talking about white men in the Constitution. By the way, you talking about the men that are your sons and your fathers and your nephews, and hell, nowadays your nieces. See, fam, don't let her hit you with the whole supremacy's only the men.
When white men wrote our Constitution and had the audacity to say that men are created equal, all men are created equal, while those same people writing those lines owned human beings, enslaved human beings, the hypocrisy is just...
No. W women own just as many slaves. I know y'all know that in the chat, but for some people who don't know that, now they gonna know that. W women own just as much slaves as anybody. And as a matter of fact, they had to stop the anti-slave unaliving law, where it was W women that were unaliving Black children. Fam, they've been running this game for years, trying to separate the W woman from the W man to make it look like supremacy is only a one-way street. And notice, fam, she's throwing on a cape for the W women, but her headline still says Black Americans.
fucking astounding. The way that these people are framed as heroes, despite the grotesque abuses that they committed, it is like insane and disgusting. And the fact that Black Americans, even though they were treated like, there's no word. There's no word. It's not, they weren't treated like.
Here come the tears, fam. Here come the tears on point. Fam, did y'all know everything she was going to say and everything she did before she started doing it? Did you not know that the Mayo tears was going to come out? And by the way, is that a Mayo hairline? What the hell is that, family? What is it? Fam, her hairline got a bald spot. What the hell is on top of her head? She must have been rubbing up on Mr. Mutombo a little too goddamn much.
Animals, they were just absolutely fucking tortured for so long. And the fact that they believed in the ideals that were written in that Constitution, despite how they were treated for so long, and that they fought for this country to live up to those ideals, this country would not be anything. This country wouldn't be fuck shit without Black Americans fighting nonstop for centuries, for generations, for equality. And we're not there. We're not even close. We're not there. Black Americans actually believe in democracy. They actually believe in equality.
No. Here comes the Black Americans in democracy. You see that, fam? Here comes the Black folks is going to have to save the election. If Black folks don't save the election, it's, oh, fam, can I say this, man? Can I talk to y'all real quick? We feeling good, family. It's Friday. It's FBA, fam. The grassroots is moving. We just hit our number for hitting colors, which is going to be in the theaters, fam. I told everybody this is going to be the FBA summer, man, a real hot one. I'm feeling good. I got the baby blue on. I'm rocking, man. I'm looking real G'd up. We got Dr. Francis Cress Wilson right here, family, watching us. Let's go to work, family. Black Americans ain't fighting for democracy. Y'all notice they always try to include democracy with Black Americans? You ever notice that, y'all? Black Americans done fought for so many things. Democracy. Black Americans fought for civil rights. It's time we go ahead and put it into civil rights. I don't like that term. And damn it, I don't give a damn about democracy neither. Because there's never been a democracy for us in the first goddamn place. What? We go vote and don't get nothing in return? F your damn democracy. And family, if I could tell you F your democracy with a suit and tie on, goddamn, we rocking. F your democracy, you can keep your democracy. We saying no tangibles, no vote. That's my democracy. How about that one, family? No tangibles, no vote. You can take all of that and get the hell up out of here. We ain't with all that democracy talk, fam. It's time now. It's a new era, a new wave. If I can talk to my brothers and sisters in here right now, brothers and sisters, let's talk real good. Foundational Black Americans, certified Black society, we ushering in a new energy, and there ain't nothing they can do about it. And it does not matter how old you are. Remember that, y'all. I don't give a damn. That's why we do the roll call with generations, family. And we got everybody from all different generations that step up to the plate and talk. It don't matter, y'all. It's not about your age. It's a matter about what's up here and right here if you own code, y'all. And what we doing, we getting rid of a bunch of old terms and just everything that needs to go. That's why I tell everybody it is truly, definitely the reparations generation, because we repairing all the nonsense. And I love that about us, y'all. I love that about us. We stepped to the plate and we found everything that don't work for us, and we just put an axe to it and got it up out of here. People of color, Black and brown, just to let you know, those terms are already gone. We've already ruined those terms. But let's take it a step further, fam. Let's just keep going. What terms don't y'all like? What terms don't y'all like that y'all want to go ahead and get out? Let's go there, family, because we're going to go ahead and set the precedence. We run the world any goddamn way. It's time, family, we put the authority down and we enforce everything that we've been saying. What terms need to be gone? Civil rights, I'm going to send that to the table. I say we go ahead and vote on it, get that up out of here. Democracy, saving the election, let's get that on up out of here, fam. I'm done with those terms because those terms are convoluted. They twisted. I don't like those damn terms no more. We got to get them up out of here, family. PLC, absolutely. Out the goddamn door. Gone, checkmate. Diaspora, gone. African American, gone. Absolutely, family. Let's get those all up out of here, fam. And how do you do it? You find somebody who uses that, and then you check them. And then you keep on checking them, and they won't come back no more, family. Absolutely. Yeah, all that stuff's out there. Minority. Absolutely, my Kansas City family. Absolutely. Minority got to go. Absolutely, my other family. Minority. Checkmate. I'm seeing a hell of a lot of those. Once those terms are gone, it's over. The reason why we're moving so strong now is because we got rid of all those terms, fam. Words have always held us back because you're identifying with things that aren't you. So now we done got those words out the way. It's over with because they're always going to try to hit us with, well, you know, the democracy feels and the democracy says and the democracy's on that. No, black and brown gone. Yeah, unity. Oh boy, you going in. Boy, we got a certified in here. You done with the ally. Absolutely. Oh, y'all cooking up in here tonight. Yeah, diversity, ally, friends, all of those terms have been toxic to us, and the toxicity is out the door. And family, how do you know this? You're seeing a hell of a lot of strange things popping up, a hell of a lot, y'all. And they're going to try to do these new definitions of what Black Americans have been saying. I'm telling everybody that. Watch it, fam. They're going to start using these new definitions, and they're going to be trying to slide in new terms because they don't like the fact, y'all, that we've gotten rid of all those bad falsified terms, y'all. They don't like it, and they're just going to start saying things. And one of the things that they've been saying, family, do you know we got people running around here, and they're trying to say that Black Americans are jealous from the Skittles bag community? Fam, I'm not making this up. I know you done heard some crazy cat-ish, crazy-ass people, but I'm going to show you maybe the most catfish, crazy-ass person I've ever heard, family. This dude says that Black Americans are really just jealous because Obama gave the Skittles bag community policies. We don't give a damn about neither of those. We don't give a damn about this person. We don't give a damn about their community or that community or those communities. All of those thems and those and theys need not apply. We're throwing that out the window as well, fam. It's all about us and all about our goddamn self. Y'all look at this delusional person. Who is this guy? Because I don't know who this guy is. Never seen him. Don't know who the hell he is. Don't want to know. But family, y'all watch this and y'all tell me how long we gonna regulate this MFer, because it's about damn time. Let's go.
Jealous of the LGBTQ. Is nothing but a bunch of men and women that's jealous of the LGBTQ. When did Black people ever, in the history of the United States, ever consider ourselves an alphabet? Ever. Ever.
He bucking his eyes.
So for 400, 500 years, we ain't never used the alphabet. It is funny. As soon as the LGBTQ get their alphabets and they start getting a little bit of rights with Obama here and then this president there, the LGBTQ, all of a sudden, here come FBA and all the rest of you alphabets. So y'all figure if the LGBTQ alphabets can work, maybe we can start our own little alphabet and we can get some rights.
What the hell is this man talking about? Fam, who the hell is this dude? Fam, where did they find this guy? What trash can did they pull this guy out of? Somebody tell me. Yeah, he bucking his eyes off. He did that little slave thing a little too good for me. It looked like he got a hell of a lot of practice doing that, don't he? Look at this man, fam. He's saying that FBA, we're mad at the Skittles bag community because Obama gave them tangibles. You can't be more wrong. We don't give a damn. We getting our own tangibles. And it looked like you were part of that damn Skittles bag community. This is why you're taking it so damn mad. You're getting so upset. Look like you got some fruit by the foot in your tank, partner. You got some damn fruit roll-ups in your pocket, partner. You got some Starburst in your mouth, partner. Checkmate.
But y'all fail to realize, FBA, the one thing that the LGBTQ has is called unity. We ain't got that among Black people.
Shit.
Y'all got like 4 or 5 groups with different alphabets and ain't none of y'all done nothing. Like I said, we ain't never had no alphabets until we saw the LGBTQ do it. So let's not act funny style like it wasn't existing when I left the United States. Wasn't no such thing as FBA and all the rest of these groups. Now y'all want to look at the LGBTQ, get some rights, and all of a sudden here y'all go want to come up with these letters. FBA was before LGBTQ. And all y'all other Black alphabets was there when I left the United States. You tell me y'all had all, when I left in 2016, I started traveling in 2015. When I left almost 10 years ago, you trying to tell me y'all were.
When you left to what? Your husband's house? Where'd you leave to? You left to where? Your boyfriend's? You seem to like the Starburst a little lot for me. You seem to love the Skittles bag a lot. Family, this is who we up against, and it's easy work. They can find somebody a little better than this guy. This right here is a certified bum.
Or FBA in 2016, and all this, and the new Black flag, you know, the new Black flag that they got, and I like that flag color. It's all black, it's like the little red stripe to the side. I like that flag. You telling me y'all was waving that flag on a regular, not few people. I'm talking about all y'all on a regular. Hell no. Y'all sat back and watched the LGBTQ get them rights during Obama administration, and y'all was like, let us create some letters too. We ain't never had no letters. FBA is nothing but a bunch of...
You got some letters. You definitely do got some letters. Yes, the hell you do. Yes, the hell you do. And it starts with an F. And it got 3 letters. I ain't even gonna tell you what it rhymed with. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Family, this is what I'm talking about. These are the individuals who think they slick. And these people are trying to dump that off on Black Americans. Black Americans don't give a damn about none of them, Obama or this guy. And I question this dude. I don't know who this dude is. You know, every time Foundation, I see you natural. Every time these people pop up, fam, we check them and shut them down. You know, there's a couple people, fam. I got to watch it because Black Alpha, I drop a video and roast people and then I see they be getting mad and stuff. They be upset. You know, there's one person I said something about. They made a whole post about it. Like, it was like the top of their day. They were like, Black Alpha called me this one time. Yeah, damn you. How about that? Black Alpha's the man that you watch. How about that one? And it go for this guy and it go for the other guy. And then there was also somebody who said, Black Alpha, quit talking about somebody or I'm going to sue you. F you and him. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Anyway, these people understand that we don't give a damn. And they also understand that we don't care. And we say what we want to say and do what we want to do. And I'm going to say it right then and there right now. Anybody running around here talking all that Skittles bag community, Starburst community, y'all's mad at Obama. These people have nothing but straw man arguments, and they're really upset that Black Americans ain't nobody's victims no more. This is what they don't like, family. They don't like bold, brash, somebody in the chat already picked up on what I was saying and what it rhymes with. I see you, family. Boy, y'all so damn smooth. I love y'all. I could just throw up an alley-oop and one of y'all gonna catch it. I got a bunch of 5 foot, 5'3", 5'2", 5'4" sisters in here, and y'all be throwing basketballs off the glass and slamming it like we had the damn slam dunk contest. Only with Certified Black Society, family. We out here running game, fam. That's how we do. And yes to hell, fam. We say what we want to say, and we ain't nobody's victim, and they can't try to victimize us. We say what we say, and they hate bold, brash, strong Black Americans, fam. So I tell everybody, continue in saying what you want to say, because they're going to say what they want to say. Think about all stuff they make up. So this guy's saying that Black Americans are jealous of the Skittles bag community. And then the other person said that Black Americans come over and see them Africans, and we call them names, and they're innocent. And then the other person said they can disrespect us, but we say something, we the wrong ones. Yep, we got that certified telepathy. Yep, and it's checking all tethers on site. And we doing it all night, all the damn time, fam. I'm telling y'all, you feel that in your soul? That's that FBA energy. And y'all notice that it's growing and it's only getting stronger. And every day that passes by, foundational Black Americans are standing more on business and just moving everybody out the way. That is because we are codified, y'all. Codified and stronger than ever. And it's all because Black brothers and sisters are making it happen. And can't nobody move us out the way. So when you put all that on the table and you put that on the line and you start seeing all the shenanigans from these people, family, one of the biggest damn shenanigans that I've ever seen and you've ever seen is this right here. And I got to show y'all, how many of y'all seen this right here that happened down in Selma? Shout out to the brothers and sisters who told me about this. They said, Black Alpha, please get them. Got them. You know I got them. Family, did you see the Million Tether March? Did you see Tether Selma? Did y'all see it, family? Tether Selma done went down. And these people are out there straight up trying to take Black American culture. They say from Minnesota to Selma, immigrants carry the legacy forward. Look at this, family. From Minnesota to Selma, a human rights delegation on democracy. Here you go, that word again, family. Oh, they was out there deep. You had all the Somalians who went from Minnesota all the way down to Alabama so they could try to hijack everything that we done. And they was disrespectful, y'all. They were saying it used to be about them. Now it's about us. Let me see your face. Family, I'm not lying. These tethers went from Somalia to Minnesota down to Selma. These are Selma Somalians. Somalians want to take over Selma. I'm not lying. You know that's all Democratic sponsored, fam. They literally were out there and they were trying to just bulldoze FBA culture. And they was carrying signs. They had Jesse Jackson. They had the whole nine. Let me show y'all, fam. We ain't lying. Look at this, fam. Look who's out there. Fam, it was Latinos and Somalians. And they were out there in the streets and they was marching and they was just disrespecting foundational Black American culture. They were saying that it's about them, and they told everybody that they was going to just take it. These are the scenes, fam. You ain't seen this stuff pop off. Nobody was talking about this, but like everything, family, I'm gonna talk about it. Because while they scared, I ain't. Let me show y'all what I mean when I say that these people are in full hijack mode. Family, these individuals are literally trying to destiny swap. And going back to what I just said about us standing on business and being bold Black Americans and saying what we want and not giving a damn how people feel, that's exactly how we treating these people, because they coming over here and they doing the worst thing you could ever do. Never try to get between a foundational Black American and their ancestors. It'll end up bad for you. Family, look at all of these damn tethers that done popped up in Selma, and watch these people down there in Selma trying to talk like us, walk like us, move like us. But even more importantly, y'all, you're going to hear them straight up say, it used to be about Black people, but now it's about them. Watch this disrespectful, musty ass march, and you're going to see it live. Watch.
From them and then to us and now.
Stop. Fam, it says we went from them and then to us and now. Who's the them they talking about? Who's the them, y'all? He said it went from them and then to us and now. Translation, F them Black Americans. That was they stuff back then. It's all about tethers today. Disrespect.
The movement is transformed from them and then to us and now. That's right. This is our moment, because our time has come to defend our rights. Yes, this is one step in that great legacy. Let's march with solemnity.
Keep hope alive! 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 Se siente, Minnesota está presente. Se ve, se siente, Minnesota está presente. Se siente, Minnesota está presente. Se ve, se siente, Minnesota está presente. Somebody! 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 Oh, deep in my heart.
What the hell is this? Listen to this, fam. They singing tether spirituals. Listen to this. Watch this. Absorb this disrespect, fam. Oh, it's open now. Now they done straight up told everybody, we want what y'all got. They used to hide. They used to duck. Now they out in the open.
I do believe we shall overcome someday.
Oh, hell no. Hell no. Fam, add that to the list of words that we done canceled. Add that to the list. We shall overcome. I don't never want to see no Black American ever sing that. Look at this dude in the background. Look at him with that big old flag. Non-us, non-us, not us, not us, not us. None of these people are.
But the movement is transformed from them and then to us and now. That's right.
Listen, and the lady said, that's right. Let me slow it down in case you couldn't hear it. He said the movement is transformed from them and then to us and now.
But the movement is transformed from them and then to us and now. That's right. This is our moment, because our time has come.
There you go, family. This is our moment because our time has come. You see it? Tell me you see it, brothers and sisters, because I see it. And if we all see it, then it's all the way there. This is why we don't give a damn. This is why we regulate. This is why this generation is moving with so much energy and an adrenaline rush. You can go ahead and play. Let me tell y'all, fam, that right there is the product of everybody who's ever told you, take it nice on tethers. Let them talk a little bit. Let them say all those negative lies that you hearing, but let's just be nice and show them grace. That right there is what happens. Being nice, showing them grace, letting them talk, all that does is breed people who feel that they can come over here and steal from our people. never get in the middle of foundational Black Americans and our ancestors. And you never get in the middle of foundational Black Americans and our FBA family tree. It's time that we turn up the G-checking, fam. Because when somebody says it went from them and then to us and now, that is the most disrespectful thing. And I've heard some tethers say some disrespectful-ish, but it didn't get no more disrespectful than that. Imagine going to somebody's house or somebody's community and just saying, oh, it went from you and now it's me. That right there is hostile. That right there is an invader, family. And they went all the way down there so they can try to steal off the backs of us. And notice, y'all, they was holding up signs of Jesse Jackson. Do you see why when Jesse Jackson passed, Black Americans said, take African American along with you? That right there, family, was the product of African American. Everything that you see right there, family, that was the product of African American. Look at this guy right here, fam. Look at this guy. You think this guy give a damn about Nat Turner? Do you think this guy give a damn about, hell, your parents? Do you think he give a damn about your kids? Fam, these are the scammers. The same people who come from the scamming community that's been scamming Black folks, that's been taking away all that damn money. That's them right there. And they don't ever pull this with W's. How come they don't ever go to the W marches? How come they don't ever show up there? How come it's always Black Americans that they got to go seek out, go find, and then try to say it went from them and now it's about us? He said it. He said, our moment and our time has arrived. And that basically means these Black Americans got to get the hell out the way because it's all about tethers now. This right there is a cultural erasure. This right there is a complete takeover. This is when somebody wants what you got. And this is when somebody is willing to do any damn thing to get it. But guess what, family? We down to stand on business to check them. So if they don't get the hell up out the way, they're going to have to see foundational Black Americans. And foundational Black Americans, we ain't really playing with nobody. Look at that right there, fam. Look at all these people. Look at these tethers out there, fam. There wasn't none. There was a hell of a lot of ops out there, fam, but it wasn't just them. No, y'all, it was the Latino. Look at that, fam. Didn't I just start off the video with the Latino guy? And the Latino guy was saying, we help Black Americans. They never did nothing for us. The Black Americans is the reason why we ain't doing good. Remember, y'all, this is what they were saying about us, and this is what we're saying about them. Checkmate, bottom line, point, damn blank. But we ain't done because we don't hide and we don't run. Family, let me play this right here. Shout out to this sister. I'll be seeing her over there on TikTok. She be cooking. Watch this right here, family, and watch how deep these people will go to Destiny Swap.
Respectful thing I've seen so far in 2026. Let me read to y'all what it said on the sign, the big black sign with the white letters. It says, we the people means all people. And it says at the bottom, Immigrant Defense Network. This is All Lives Mattering Us. And it's done at the hands of people of color and deeply melanated immigrants. The Somali community has assembled immigrants, Latinos, I've seen a few European immigrants up in there, and immigrants from all over the world to hijack the civil rights movement. If this is not utterly disrespectful, disgraceful, and dangerous to you as a Black American, then you need to wake the fuck up. This all-inclusive kumbaya, this is out the door. These people are here to replace you. They are here to replace you. Now, no one is saying that they can't stand up for themselves, but what do you mean fight for our rights? And you're doing it under the guise of civil rights? Being an illegal immigrant is not adjacent, nor is it synonymous with your civil rights or your civil liberties being infringed upon. You do not have any rights in the country if you are not a United States citizen. It is a crime, hence the term illegal. Then at the bottom, it says Immigrant Defense Network. No one is doing anything to inherently harm immigrants. If you have your paperwork together, if you're not doing anything illegal, then chances are you're just living your life. And what really perturbed me the most, what really disturbed,
let it out.
I needed a
No, let it out. Let it out. This is what we got to do. Let it all out. Let it out, fam. No more holding back. No more holding back. If it's in you and you feel it, say it. If you know it's wrong, check people. Don't let nothing hold you back, family. Put it all on the line. This is why we say certified 100, not certified 55, not certified 72, not certified 89. It is 100. Let it out. Speak how you feel about these people, because that's the only way they get the message. Regulate.
The fact that that Somali man stood up there and said, the movement has transformed from them and then to us and now. They're blatantly saying, fuck you, Black American. Civil rights, which your ancestors fought for, bled for, died for, got hung for. We were getting unalive to even go when we were voting, left our towns and our communities behind so that we could stay alive and keep our lineage going. Those of us who are still alive today, we are the ones that survived. We are the ones that made it through. We are the product of the ones that fought and prevailed. So for these immigrants to come over here, this is making me so angry. Like, I feel very emotional. I have to calm down.
No, no emotion, no calm down. No, see, look, ho. She's saying her talk. She's speaking. Good stuff. Good work, sister. Good work. Emotion out the door. Calm down. Shit, we need to go up. See, that's the thing, family. When you start talking about calm down, we ain't going down. We been down. We up right now. Match somebody's energy. Anytime you hear somebody say, well, you need to calm down, you tell them, shit, you need to come up. We going up, fam. We ain't on the first floor, family. We on top of the world. We the kings and queens of the hill. Come on up here. There's plenty of room. There's plenty of rooms on top. Certifieds, oh, we on top. We ain't worrying about no emotion. It's strictly business. And we regulate. Regulating don't know nothing. Let it all out. Because let me tell you what I see. When I see these individuals talking about us, was he calming down? When he said it was about them and then now it's about us and now, was he calming down when he said that? What about the person who said she was going to kaboom Black Americans? Was she calming down when she said that? What about the people who come over here and undercut us politically, say they're going to get rid of Black History Month, Martin Luther King Day? Are they calming down, family? No, they not. So we matching energy. And the only way we match energy, fam, we going up. Foundational Black Americans standing on 10. See, when you standing up. When you on 10, you upward. Everybody else who's down bad, they going to stay down bad. And we going to run circles around them. The energy is different. Fam, this our world and our time right now. This is all about certified Black society. The lineage and the grassroots. We running everything. Why not? Why not, fam? If you going to be the winner, act like it. Don't be the winner and you feel that you got to kind of calm down, you and your emotions. You like, hold on, let me wait a minute. I done seen tethers get on TikTok, go get on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and say the most devilish things about Black Americans. And they say it with a smile. They don't give a damn. We don't give a F. Matter of fact, when I tell y'all foundational Black Americans, we don't give an F. When I tell you foundational Black Americans is matching energy, when I tell you foundational Black Americans is out here and we gonna show and prove, that's exactly what I mean, show and prove. Because it's all about the lineage, heritage, and culture. I want you to understand, your lineage is the juke joint. Your culture is the juke joint. Yes, the hell it is. Your heritage, your kid's future is the juke joint. So are you going to calm down when they start knocking on the door? You going to calm down when they start singing? Hell no. Hell no. You going to turn up. And I live in the turned up world, family. I was born turned up. So who am I to mess tradition up, fam? Remember that. And family, it don't stop there. When I tell y'all these individuals been out here on that kind of time, let me tell you more. They were out here trying to claim Michael B. Jordan. They was out here trying to claim foundational Black America. They were out here trying to claim our existence. And family, they ain't stopped doing it neither. So if they ain't stopped doing that, then we ain't stopping regulating, and we just gonna be some turned up MFers in here because foundational Black Americans are in the house. Let's go further down this Michael B. Jordan lane.
I was being divisive when I made my last video about Michael B. Jordan's background and that he is Black American on both sides. His parents are from the American South. He's not Ghanaian. His father flew in from Ghana, but he's not Ghanaian. Some people were like, oh, well, why does it matter? Why does it matter? We're all Black. Why are y'all making a big deal out of this? Why are you even pointing it out? Why does it matter? Now, meanwhile, mind you, there's a lot of Ghanaians, which I'm about to play a clip for you guys, who are kind of mocking the situation. I don't know if they're trying to target that at us or what. I'm not going to try to assume that, but it could be taken that way.
Wow. Family, look at this right here. They were dancing and they thought that they was turning up for Michael B. Jordan. Look at this, fam. Look at them. They ain't give a damn. Remember, y'all, they don't care. They're out there having whole news conferences about it. We know what it is, and we ain't stopping. Never.
Sometimes as Black Americans, we don't realize how influential we actually are and how visible we actually are on a main stage, on a worldwide stage. And people actually, I think, just really look up to our group. And I think that they may not admit it, especially if we're having these types of conflicts, but they really admire us for real. And they really do want to be a part of what we got going on over here, because it's a big deal, because we're on a worldwide stage. And I feel like they may feel like they're in our shadow. They may feel outshined. So I feel like anytime it's a Black American person that can connect themselves to Africa when they're successful, they want to try to take a hold of that, because there's not a whole lot of good publicity around the continent of Africa in any one of those countries.
But honestly, it's still obnoxious, especially when the one interview dude was like, his mother, he knew his mother was Nigerian. And it's like, where did you even get that from? Where did you get that his mother was Nigerian? His mother is from America, like she's Black American too. So I don't understand.
Family, let me tell y'all right now what we mean by this. Let's double up and bring it all the way back, family. Notice she started off by saying they called her divisive. You got to remember, you defending yourself is harming them because they want what you got. So damn it, give them what they want. That's exactly how it is. We're going to give them what they want, regulating, and it doesn't matter. See, the fact, fam, that they go around here and they start doing all these marches, and they start talking about Somalian Selma, and they start talking about how what we have is really theirs and what they have is just themselves. Because remember, that's really how tethers think. Tethers are along the line of whatever they do and whatever they have is for them, and whatever we have is for them as well. This is why they're always trying to connect what we've done and created to everything that they have never done any goddamn way. How you gonna claim something that you can't do over there? That's the hypocrisy of it. Fam, watch what I'm telling you right here. Watch this individual and watch how they try to flip it on Black Americans. This is what I mean, full speed. Watch the delusion from Tethers.
Always go back to your shithole country. You just fix Haiti. Why are you constantly fleeing instead of staying and fixing Haiti? America is not your home. Why is the United States constantly interfering with your sovereignty? Why does the United States at this very moment have 3 warships parked at the shores of Haiti? The United States and its allies constantly funding coups, unaliving the presidents, destabilizing the entire region, taking away all of their resources, exploiting people, robbing them of their sovereignty. Why are they always doing that to Haiti? Why is Haiti always a fucking subject? The U.S. Department of Homeland Security, DHS, is planning to restrict remittances from the United States to Haiti. Remittances is what us hardworking Haitians make and send back to Haiti to our family so that they could eat, and then we could use that funds to rebuild our country with our hard-earned dollars.
Then how come you ain't did it though? Fam, here's another invisible thing. If we did, should we did, might could have, if we try hard, we might exactly do it. Everything is invisible. You don't see it. But do you see the same way the other guy was saying it was about them? This woman is admitting that we take stuff and we send it back to our homeland. You ain't putting it into America. So basically, you're taking from America, but you ain't giving to America. And foundational Black Americans who created America, you looking down on us. Damn right we regulating, and hell no, we ain't calming down. Regulators, mount up.
They are arguing that these funds divert money from the American economy, as remittances constitute nearly 20% of Haiti's GDP. amounting on roughly $3.8 billion annually. Us hardworking Haitians work so hard and we send our money back to our people. $3.8 billion was made from the diaspora and sent back to Haiti. So people who claim that we don't do nothing for our country, $3.8 billion was sent to Haiti. It's always.
Did she say that like it was a flex? Fam, I think she thinks she did us a favor. Tell me y'all heard that. She was like, y'all gonna get mad, but we send the money back. So we hear that like you taking the money from America and you ain't doing that. Fam, that's exactly what they've been doing. See, what's happening now, y'all, is everything that they've been doing to our community is happening to all communities. We've been telling everybody that they come into the Black community, they get their little stores, they disrespect us, they always are chirping about us, they always talk around us, try to hijack what we've created, try to be ancestral kidnappers. We've been telling that. Now the fact that America is seeing what we've been saying, and America's like, yeah, what's up with that money you sending home? That ain't the American way. That ain't the thing to do. Black Americans was the ones who really called that out. It was FBA, fam. Make no bones about it. It was foundational Black Americans who stood up as a lineage and exposed all these tethers. You want to know why you got to go out there and be full 100% family? You got to be full 100% because these people hold our people in some type of light where they feel that they can look up to us, but they can hate on us. They know they look up to Black Americans because we've done what they haven't done. But the more they see our success, the more it breeds jealousy. Remember, everybody, jealousy sometimes appears to you in the form of vitriol, of hatred. It appears to you in the form of someone trying to be your friend, someone trying to be your ally. But in reality, they're trying to use that same backstabbing culture that they've always done. Be very cautious and very careful of these individuals because these individuals are the main ones on that vampire-ish. And this is why we calling out all the vampires, family. That right there was vampiric. I take the money, I send it back. And notice, fam, talking about taking billions of dollars and sending it back to a foreign country, she probably shouldn't have said that because she thinks it's a flex. But in reality, it's going to make people grab that damn phone and flex the damn ICE number so they can pull up in the damn van and flex her ass back to Haiti. That's the only flexing that's going to be going on. And family, these individuals truly deep down inside, they believe that whatever they have going for themselves is better than us. Y'all remember when they used to talk about the poorest W still feels that he's better than an American, a Black American? It's the same exact way with the tethers. They feel that their third world country is still better than us. They feel that their S-hole country is still better than us. When you go into the mind of a tether, you ain't seen jealousy until you meet one of them. You ain't seen vitriol until you meet one of them. Anybody out here half-stepping, you need to put that on side. You need to be a big stepper. We certified steppers. And when I tell you we certify steppers, family, that means we're calling out all the games that they play. They view us in the same exact light that they view somebody who's outclassed them because we have. They view us in the same exact light as they view somebody who has succeeded more than them because we have. You can round up all of them. We talk about Africa. That's one area. But family, you can go to the whole diaspora and Black Americans is whooping them up. You can add them all up, subtract, divide. You can use long division calculus, and the answer still gonna come back. Black Americans are better. You can talk about fashion, clothes, entertainment, intellectual. You could talk about how we look, the way we move, or you could just look at the track record because our track record speaks for itself. And it's all about us. Let me tell y'all even more what I'm talking about these individuals and how these individuals have been out here moving so funny style. Fam, you ain't seen an individual who wants to be you until you come across a tether. And when I tell y'all that, you got to be very cautious of how they talk. Because the first thing that these tethers are going to try to do, y'all, they're going to start coming out saying a bunch of falsehoods that, again, nobody can point to. It's always something that doesn't exist. It's always something that you can't see. You ever notice that, family? Have you ever really, genuinely, sincerely noticed that when it comes to these tethers? They always say something that you cannot point to. Think about it, y'all. Everything they say that they've done for us, you can't see it. Everything that they say they're going to do is always 100 years from now. Certified Black society is right now. Regulating is right now. You can see regulating, you can see delineating, you can see separating. We got 2.5 certifieds in here right now. Real talk. You can hit the goddamn table. You can feel it. You can't say that about them. Pan-Africanism, gonna happen one day. We march with y'all. Never happened before. We condemn slavery. No, the hell you didn't. We was down with y'all. We all black brother. Everything they say, you can't see, touch, or feel. And they come to us and think we gonna take that? Hell to the no. Family, in America, we say they out there trying to sell us wolf tickets. I guess over there, they're trying to sell us hyena tickets. And either way, we ain't buying. Look at this, family. This is what I'm talking about. And yes, I said it, hyena tickets. Check this, fam. These people think that our people gonna fall for this, but it ain't gonna happen, especially when your hairline looks like a V, and then when your shades look like they need deodorant. That ain't gonna work, and neither is this man trying to get a date. Watch this.
There's a reason why some Africans don't want to mess with African Americans. So we all have different reasons, but one of the major reasons for a lot of people is like when you are talking to some African American and some of them want to make you feel so bad for having your own accent. Like, I don't get it. Like, you'll be talking to some of them, they get frustrated about, what's he saying? Wow, what's that? What is that? What is he saying? Like, wait a minute. Like, we have accents. We know that we have accents. And we're not going to, speak like you guys here, because we know we're not from here. But you guys are are the people that we are looking up to. Like, we're looking up to you guys.
Stop. I'm sorry. I seen 2 comments in the chat. If y'all see me over here laughing, please forgive me. Somebody said tethers without tangibles, and somebody said the coconut shuffle. If y'all black Americans don't stop, I love y'all. Let's go.
But unfortunately, sometimes you work with some people, you want to talk to them. As soon as they hear your accent, they just kind of draw back. They have that kind of drawback they have, and they start kind of they don't want to talk much, but you can really tell they're not really interested in kind of listening to you, trying to get to know you, trying to get to know, even some they mock your accent. Yeah, I'm sure most of our African brothers and sisters here can testify in the comment section. Like, if you ever had any experience, African American, person, people mocking your accent is very, very common. You're gonna.
I don't know what an African American is, sir. You're an African American. I'm not. I don't know the African Americans that you're referring to. Maybe you're talking about yourself. Fam, what the hell did W ever did to you? What the hell did W, fam? When the hell do they ever bring up W's? What I said earlier today. They never mention W's unless they're trying to place the W's behavior on us. The same W behavior they love so much. Let me go there, fam. I'm going to give you the 3 contradictions of a tether and why we don't respect the tether. Number 1, you come over here and you talk so much stuff about black Americans and you don't say a word about the W's who are colonizing your homeland right now. That's number 1. We can start there. Then you come over here to black America and you preach this black unity, but yet you have rampant feuding and fighting tribal wars in your homeland where you're literally out there. And I want to say, where is it at, family? Did y'all see it came out just today? Is it Nigeria? Where's that at, fam? They have a RAPE festival. Can we go there? We want to go there. We're going to go there. We're going to go there. I don't give a damn. I don't know about nobody else in the new black media. I know about Black Alpha. I don't give a damn. Certified. Family, did y'all see that? They got a RAPE festival over there. Not the Essence Festival that they coming over here trying to hijack from us. You see why we're getting rid of them with the damn Essence Festival? And do you see why I told y'all that's degeneracy? Where they want to transmit and transport all of their tethers over here? Y'all know what I'm talking about. We don't want none of that. Y'all got them little festivals where y'all out there harming people and y'all assaulting people. We ain't going for that. Yeah, no lie. Y'all ain't seen it? Yes, I think it's Nigeria. Somebody right now, either Google it, check it. Natural, I know you seen it. Natural be seeing things like months in advance. She'd be like, yo, Alpha, did you see this? I'd be like, what? Who? She'd be like, this guy right here. And then I see it, and then like a month later, it happens. So shout out to the Oracle. Shout out to you, Supernatural. This right here is what I'm talking about. These individuals literally had that. and it's a festival. I'm gonna look it up. Why we here, fam? We in here right now. I'm gonna look it up. Let's check it out, fam. Where it was either, was it Haiti? Was it Nigeria? I'm gonna find it, fam. Oh, you said Haiti got one too? It's Nigeria. Fam, look at the chat. People right now saying Nigeria and they're saying Haiti got one too. How they both got one? You would think that kind of festival would be only one. Only with the diaspora can you have more than 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of those. Only with the diaspora. You see why we don't want them, fam? Let's go there. We don't want your filth spiritually. We don't want your filth in terms of you coming to our country physically. We don't want your filth emotionally. Keep that over there. Fam, I'm going to find it. We here now. I'm going to look it up. I got it right here, fam. It came across my timeline earlier today. We're going to go there. I'm going to pull it up. If anybody's got it on Twitter, send it to me. Send it to me. Yes, fam, that is their festival. So isn't it crazy? The same time that they're trying to have a tether festival, they're over there having a harm women festival. Yeah, that part. That's what I'm talking about. We're in here. How many of you guys remember that time? Let me see. Let me stop. Okay, I'm sharing the screen. If you guys got it on Twitter, send it to me. I'm going to find it though, fam. Do you guys remember that time when we were on air? I know I got some of my day ones up in here. And I was showing everybody that over there in Africa, there's certain places where they were trying to push forward bills that would basically arrest a woman if she didn't give it up to her husband. Y'all remember that, family? They got all types of bills. Why don't the tethers talk about this? You would think these type of festivals and those type of laws would occupy your thoughts. If that were to happen anywhere around us, we checking it. And I remember there was a tether in the chat. And the tether was like, I like that law. That's a good law. And remember I cussed him out and I had the mods kick his ass the hell up out of there? That's what I'm talking about. No lie, fam. They got laws over there where they can basically lock a woman up if she don't give it to her husband. Yes. And then when I was calling it out, there was a tether in the chat. Y'all remember that? Yeah. And the tether was like, yeah, I like that stuff. And I stopped the show. And I was like, yo, you think that's funny? You think that's funny? Get the hell up out of here. And it was a tether in the chat talking all that nonsense, fam. This is what we mean. Let me go there, fam. Okay, you said that was, okay, yeah, that was in Ghana with that law. Absolutely. Let me see if I can find that festival while we in here right now. G-check, here we go, here we go, here we go. That's what somebody said it to. Oh, there we go. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. We're going to rock. Let's find it, family. I'm going to find it while we in here. I'm going to bubble up. We're going to get this, fam, because this got to get done because it what we're talking about these individuals and what they out here doing and how they moving. Okay, I got that right there. Okay, I got to screenshot that, post that up. Let me show y'all. These people are nuts. They're crazy, y'all. They really are out there falsified. They're out there disrespectful, and they really think it's on one. I see my brother Church in here, boys. Church, everybody, Church, please, brother, put your can everybody put my brother Church's channel in the chat, please? If you can put my brother Church's channel in the chat, I appreciate it. And everybody subscribe to my brother Church. I want to get him 100 new subscribers right now while we on air, y'all. Please. Okay, thank you, Church. Thank you, my brother. My brother Church. Boy, that's my brother right there, family. Y'all, please, if you can, get my brother Church and subscribe to his channel. Put it in the comment section. Everybody, make sure you subscribe to my brother. That's my brother right there. All day, fam. I don't know about them other folks, man. We stand together. We don't just sit back. Watch this, fam. Here we go. My brother Church done showed it to me. That's my dog. Here we go. Give my brother 100 new subscribers while we at it, y'all. Definitely. Here we go. I'm waiting on it to load, and we are in here. All right. Let me show y'all, family. Yes, I seen it. It blew my mind, y'all. I'm not going to get all into it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm going to show y'all a little bit so y'all can get a good understanding of what's happening with these tethers. We don't want their energy around us. Look at this right here, fam. Here we go. Right there. I'm not going to get all into it. Many girls have reportedly been assaulted. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And another assaulted by men in Ozoro. Where's Ozoro? Is that Nigeria? Where's that at, family? Y'all let me know. During what is being described as a assaulting, I'm going to say rapping, okay? Rap, like rap, but y'all know I ain't talking about rap. At a rapping festival in the area. There we go. Yeah, y'all subscribe to my brother Church. Make sure y'all, okay, you're already there. Let's go. Look at this, family. According to multiple reports and videos circulating online, today is the day that the festival in Ozoro community and the girls are being warned not to go outside. It is a legend that any girl seen outside will be attacked and rapped by a group of men. Foreigners who are unaware of this situation have reportedly fall victim. There you go. That's why you don't go over there, Black Americans. Don't you go over there, my brothers and sisters. It's in Nigeria. Okay, thank y'all. Love y'all. Best chat on the whole goddamn planet. Better than everybody's. That's what I'm talking about. Good stuff, fam. Foreigners who are unaware of this situation have reportedly fallen victim as well. There is Delta State University in Ozoro, and many female students may not be fully aware of the danger. It is disturbing that something like this could be tolerated in society. This is heartbreaking, and an urgent action needs to be taken. There you go, right there, y'all. There you go. Urgent action needs to be taken. But fam, they're not being urgent about that. They're being urgent, getting mad at Black Americans for things we didn't even do. This is what happens, y'all, when you think about Black Americans every single day, every single second. This is what happens when you always got FBA on the brain. You ain't allowing nothing to go down that don't need to go down, and you ain't allowing your people to really stand on 10. Let me show y'all even further. Here we go. Watch this. This is what I mean. I'm not going to get all into it out of respect. I'm not going to get all into it out of respect, family. This is what I mean right here. Let me see if I can. Look at this, family.
Today is Azoro Raping Feast. All females are to stay.
All right, I'm not going to get all into it. Y'all get the point. Y'all get the point, family. Y'all get the damn point. Let me pull this back. Y'all see what I see? Uh-huh. Yes, indeed. Yep. No talk. No talk. That's soup, fam. You can't even wrap your mind around that. Listen to what we're talking about here. What's going on, fam? The degeneracy that comes from that community is 110%. This is what we say, fam. You got to watch these people. You got to, fam. And think about that. And think about them coming over here talking about African booty scratcher hurts your feelings when you were 7 years old, when it really didn't happen anyway. Because remember, you always got to put that caveat that it didn't really go down. Absolutely. That's disturbing. And family, I'm showing more respect to the young ladies over there than they are. Because one, they're doing it. And two, they don't seem to care too damn much now, do they? You don't see no mass movement. You don't see them out there in the street saying, hold up, we need to go ahead and put an end to this. You don't see that behavior. Let me see if I can pull it back, fam, so I can show y'all the same thing, but I'm going to cut it up to where it's not too vulgar or nothing like that, fam. We ain't trying to go all the way down the line with it. You know what I'm saying? But I do want to show y'all this because this needs to be seen because they ain't talking about it. But this is what I mean by their festivals and why we ain't trying to go to them damn festivals, fam. We don't want nothing to do with none of that. Hell no. Look at this, fam. Look at this. This is what's going on over there. Look at your screen, my brothers and sisters. We calling it for what it is. Black Americans gonna speak the truth. Look at this, fam. Look what they're doing. Look at these people. Look how they're behaving. Happening now. See how many boys rush one girl? Look at this, family. This is how they get down over there. This is their behavior. Look at these folks. Look at that guy just walking around. No problem. He probably be on TikTok videos talking about Black Americans. He probably be over there hating on us.
All this traditional lifestyle for the Uzoro too. Traditional lifestyle for the Uzoro like this now. Today they do one kind of fix for the Uzoro like this. Like, no girl to walk out for the road. Any girl with a see for the outside like this now, wait for the real girl. Like, so many things don't happen. I mean, they really spoil things. They spoil the name of the Uzoro, they spoil the name of the town and things like that. They spoil
There you go, family. That's the type of energy that these people bring with them. And remember, that's who shows up in our communities, not to mention all the other people from other places that show up in our communities. So you see why, family, we shutting down the Essence Festival? Do you see why we ain't allowing that type of vibe to come over here? Because all they're going to do is come over here with that degeneracy, and then they're going to say we all Black. This is why I tell everybody how delineation saved Black America. Delineation did. Delineation stops that. Delineation puts an end to that. They would do that all damn day long anywhere they are. Family, we sat there and brought up this type of horrific thing. And then we sitting here saying there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different places that do it. And remember, that's only the ones that make the goddamn camera. Not to mention the ones that don't make the camera. Not to mention the ones that don't get spoken about. Not to mention the ones that nobody's mentioning, but we're mentioning. And you only hear from us. Fam, this should be front page news. But instead, they on TikTok doing 24-hour spaces, getting mad at Black Americans simply because we said we from North America. You get mad at Black Americans simply because we said they not like us, but ain't nobody did nothing. And I want y'all to notice, did you see any Nigerian men jumping in and preventing that? Fam, don't just think about the people who were participating in the action. Think about the people who weren't doing anything about it. Anytime something like that happens and the men are just sitting back and watching it happen, that tells you everything that you need to know about the psyche and the mentos of them people and their community. And it's clearly a tradition. Family, we had spring break going on here in America, and folks turn up and they act wild, but we ain't had none of that. We had Freaknik, and folks turn up, they act wild, but they ain't none of that. Ain't no damn 100 men chasing no after no woman, family. And then the other men walking around just sitting there watching it happen. This is why we regulate. Black Americans ain't going for that. If you attack, we react. Meaning, if one foundational Black American is in distress, all foundational Black Americans is going to pop up. That's how we get down. And family, I'm going to show y'all even further the mentality that those people have. And I'm going to show you the mentality that they've had for a long damn time. Speaking of Nigeria, let me show y'all this guy right here. Because he says that we need to go over there. Right on time, right on cue, right on point. I showed y'all the rapping, assaulting festival. I showed y'all how they're trying to hijack and steal the Essence Festival. Now let me show y'all, in the midst of all of that, Mr. Nigerian man says we need to go on over there. So in the midst of all their crimes, in the midst of all their filth, they still got their hand out wanting Black American acceptance, Black American money, and Black American culture. Watch this, family. This is what I mean. These people are still over there talking about Nigeria.
Have you ever slept in a petrol station looking for fuel? Have you even experienced fuel scarcity? If you're a student, ASU strike is like a thing of the past, ancient history. Why? Because we have a leader right now who knows how to handle this country because he has gone through the stages. That's why I believe in the city boy movement. I ask you, these people who are saying that Nigeria was better 10 years ago, let them right now. Because if you remember, last year, I drove with journalists without any security from Abuja to Kaduna. People can do that right now. In southern Kaduna, people are no longer being killed. Yes, we have security issues localized. But I'm going to tell you, in December, 1.2 million tourists visited Nigeria, Lagos for Dirty December. Not one was killed. Not one robbery. Not one domestic incident. So I'm telling you.
Look at it, fam. Look at her begging you. Not one crime. Not one assault. I just seen an assault on camera. With one girl, he talking about not one crime. I seen one girl and 30 men running up on her. And remember, y'all, those news publications were from them. This wasn't Black Americans talking about that. Let me go ahead and keep this real. Let's go ahead and go all the way live, family. We want to talk that talk. That was them speaking. Those news articles were theirs. Family, that wasn't FBA News, FBA Weekly, the FBA Digest. That was them over in Africa telling everybody what goes on with that festival of harming women. And this man gonna sit here and say, not one crime, not one problem, not one person. I just seen it, Mr. Fufu. Family, in the midst of all of that, they're still trying to get Black Americans to come over there.
Drove with journalists without any security from Abuja to Kaduna. People can do that right now. In southern Kaduna, people are no longer being killed. Yes, we have security issues localized. But I'm going to tell you, in December, 1.2 million tourists visited Nigeria, Lagos for Dirty December. Not one was killed. Not one robbery. Not one domestic incident. So I'm telling you, Nigeria is better right now. We've gone from a foreign reserve of less than 30 billion. Right now, we have a foreign reserve of 50 billion, approaching 51 billion. In 2 years, President Tinubu has added $67 billion to the economy. What is there not to like? That's why I support the City Boy movement, and I'm urging you.
What is there not to like? I don't know. Maybe the goddamn assault festival that you just had? Maybe that ain't what's to like, homie. Fam, look how he's oblivious to it. He don't care. This man don't give a damn. He just like, what is there not to like? Yes, we do bad things. Yes, we harm people. Yes, everyone who comes over here is in trouble. But I still want you to come. Fam, he don't give a damn. He doesn't care.
Remember where we're coming from so that you remember where we are today. Thank you for watching, and may God bless you. Watching this.
And then at the end, family, he threw in the whole, remember where you come from. No. Family, we are fine and dandy over here in the good old USA. That's what I'm talking about. So do you see how we connect all the dots, family, like only Black Alpha Gone too? You see how we could start off talking about the Essence Festival. Cardi B running around here talking about be good to Black Americans. Her own people came out and said, F you. And they try to say that they built America and nobody lives comfortable in America without Latinos. Well, how come Latinos are being deported from America? I rest my case. We win that one. And then I can sit here and show you them trying to bring all them Africans and all them Caribbeans into Black America to the Essence Festival so they can dilute foundational Black American culture, in particular, New Orleans culture, which is a beautiful, phenomenal culture. And they can bring in all that degeneracy. And then on top of the degeneracy, this man is sitting there talking around it. You would think 24/7, 365, their minds, their thoughts, their actions would be occupied with them handling their own business instead of worrying about ours. Maybe you're in the position you're in is because you're too worried about people on the other side of the ocean. If you go there, fam, he's not the only guy running around here talking that talk. Oh, no. There's a hell of a lot of them running around here, and they're all saying the same thing. Come on back to Africa. Come on, be friends. We's all ones together now, ain't sweet? But beyond that, fam, let me also show you this. Shout out to the family. Look at this right here, fam. This is what we mean when I tell everybody that these are real things that go on over there, and this is truly, genuinely how they feel. And don't let them tell you any different. See, they don't like the fact, fam, that we got something called receipts. And our receipts expose everything that they've been saying. Look at your screen, family. What's happening at Ozoro inside the allegations of sexual abuse linked to the Uramaduma Pumbalumba tribe festival. Look at that, family. There you go. That's them. Look at the person. By Esther Akabola. That ain't a Black American. A Black American didn't write that. Fam, this is them. This is their publications. Let me ask y'all a question. Do you ever see any TikTok tethers talking about this right here? Have you ever seen this right here on TikTok? Have you ever seen a 24-hour live space where they're talking about this right here? I haven't seen it. I've yet to see a TikTok special, a TikTok live. I haven't seen any Twitter spaces. I haven't seen any of that, family, talking about this. This is from Africa. This is from Africa. What about this one right here, family? Shout out to my sister Natural again. What's actually true? Nigeria has many traditional festivals, but they are about things like coming of age, community celebration, cultural identity. For example, the Ova Obese Festival celebrates girls who maintain chastity and are entering womanhood. And that's a lot of times where they be sewing up women's body parts. It also emphasizes dignity and purity among young women. Fam, this sounds like Pakistan. It's the same thing they be doing over there. These are the opposite of what you're describing. They promote discipline, values, and nonviolence. Do you see how they try to pass that off as nonviolence, family? Do you see how they're trying to pass it off as nothing wrong? And at those festivals right there, what are they doing in them festivals, family? Those festivals are harming people. And how come it ain't nothing about the men over there? You see how about the women who celebrate womanhood? What about pure women? Family, this sounds like Pakistan, Afghanistan stuff, family. You see what I'm saying? All that stuff where they're hyper focused on the women festival. Never trust nobody who's on that kind of time. Okay, that's that stuff that you be seeing a lot, fam, where the woman celebrates this and a girl's purity. That's that same stuff that you be seeing going on with Mr. Muhammad. Because remember, Mr. Muhammad was his original master. So, family, you got to understand, and I mean this, fam, when you start talking about them, I want you to think about who their masters have been. Can we go there? If we want to go into the mind, if we're going to say it, we're going to say it, fam. We're going to be all the way 100. We're going to be all the way 100. I told you, I don't do nothing other than 100. Family, think about who has colonized them. And remember, y'all, Black Americans were enslaved. Africans were colonized. Those are two different things right there. Those don't have the same thing in common. People who are enslaved still maintain self. They're just locked up. People who are colonized, they're locked up, they're brainwashed, they're broke down, they're rebuilt, and it goes on consistently. What I mean by that is this. When somebody is enslaved, like Black Americans have been enslaved, some of us, because some of us weren't enslaved, because again, there was hundreds of thousands of foundational Black Americans that were not enslaved, and we was whooping the potential enslavers' ass. Unlike them, we was whooping them. We about to preach, fam. We about to go there too. I want everybody to realize that Black Americans, we were enslaved. Enslavement means when slavery's over, what happens? Think about this, fam. What happened immediately after we were freed, when we set ourselves free? What happened immediately after the Civil War? Immediately following the Civil War, Black Americans rebuilt America for the second time. We got to go there, and no one ever gives us our credit for it. When we say that we built America, I don't know about nobody else, but me, myself, and I'm saying that we built America twice. We built America in 1776 forward, and we rebuilt America after Reconstruction. Who the hell do you think built America after Reconstruction when there was all the Civil War going on, fam? That was Black America who did that. It wasn't them. FBA built America twice. So we need 2 damn reparation checks if you're counting. I proceed. What happened immediately following the Civil War, family, is Black Americans built this country and we thrived. What happened after the scramble for Africa? What happened after the Berlin conferences? They're still getting whooped on today. Do you see the difference between being enslaved and being colonized? It's 2 different things. One person who's enslaved, he's free, he maintains himself. The person who's colonized, he still has that mentality even when the colonizer leaves. See, that's the thing about colonization. They can colonize you and they're still having you do the work when you're gone. There's an old saying a boxer makes money when he's boxing. A basketball player makes money when he's playing basketball. A real estate agent, he makes money when he's sleeping. I want to apply that to a colonized person. When you start dealing with the colonizer, he's colonizing you even when he packs his stuff and leaves. You still out there acting like him. There's places in Africa right now where the colonizer's not even there and they're still putting on cake soap. Colonizer left in the 1960s and you still putting on cake soap. The colonizer is watching the colonized act out everything. But the W's in America, they don't watch us acting out everything. Do you notice the difference? Foundational Black Americans, we stood on 10 during slavery. We stood on 10 after slavery. We stand on 10 today. Do you see the difference? Look at how we reacted and acted after we were face to face with these W's. Black Americans maintained everything. They didn't. How do you know that these individuals were lying to us with all that? Y'all get everything from Africa. Your mentality really comes from Africa. They played the drums 1,000 years ago, so that's really hip hop. Family, the reason why you know that we were not practicing African culture as Black Americans is because we maintained our Black American culture before, during, and after slavery. We stayed Black Americans. Africans, on the other hand, y'all encountered the W, and when he left, you maintained European culture to the point where you want to have European skin color. So who is who and what is what? We were Black Americans with Black American culture during, after, and we still got it. That's why you can look at us and everything is exclusive. When we look at them, everything is a reflection of the person who colonized them. Never let no colonized person come over here and try to dump their colonized mind on Black Americans. And I'm going to put that on the table for the world. Black Americans moved on. Think about that, brothers and sisters. Y'all notice that we don't even use the term colonizer. Y'all notice that? Let's get to the real things. Hidden Colors is about to come out. Let's get to some of the hidden facts, family. We never use colonize. We don't walk around to each other and say like, man, you was colonized. You acting like you colonized. Notice that Black Americans only say colonized when we're referring to Africans and Jamaicans and Haitians in the diaspora. We never say colonized. That's nothing we came up with. We talk about slavery because an enslaved person is different than a colonized person. Anybody who knows, you know, these people are colonized. That's why they always say the colonizer. You acting like the colonizer. Black Americans don't say that. So doesn't that show you the split down the middle between their colonized mind? Being colonized is far worse than being enslaved. You can enslave somebody, family, and eventually they can get out and they good. Being enslaved is like being in jail. Brothers can go to jail. They can get railroaded, humbugged. They can come out a better person. They can learn. They can read. They can write. They can go through all that. You colonize a person, you ain't even got to have a cell block. You ain't even got to have bars. See, our thing was just being captive. That's why we use the term prisoner of war. Black Americans use those terms because a prisoner of war is somebody who's really just being held captive, somebody who's really just being held, enslaved with shackles. Them shackles eventually are going to break and you're still going to maintain self. Colonized, you ain't even got to have no damn chains. Think about it, fam. They ain't got no chains on now, but they over there with tribalism. They ain't got no chains on now, but they over there with cake soap. They ain't got no tribalism ever in America, but they got tribalism over there in Africa. That's the big difference between the two of them, fam. And I'm going to show y'all what I mean by that. Let me show you the colonized mind since we going down the line. And yes, we in here preaching tonight, family. Shout out to the team, certified. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my channel. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Black Truth and my brother Black Church, okay? Make sure y'all subscribe to them as well. Let me show y'all this right here. When I tell y'all that these individuals have a colonized mentality, I mean they got a colonized mentality. This right here is what I mean when I tell y'all that these people have that brain stuck. And you can't compare the two. Don't let these people come over here and dump that on us, family. We don't use those terms. You're colonized. You so colonized. We don't use that goddamn term. Hell no. Look at this right here. Yep. Hey, yep. Worshipping W's. You must know where I'm going with this. Look at this, family. Look at this, fam. Look at this. This person came over here and thought all W's was rich. Look at this, fam. This is a colonized person. Watch.
Doesn't mean he's rich. Because he's a white man doesn't mean he's rich. Well, that's what I used to think too when I was small. When we just see white people, we just know that all white people are rich. No, 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 no. When you live abroad, there you understand. So many of them are homeless. Yes. Those scenarios and those sites, they will never show you on television.
Is she just figuring out about the trailer park? Fam, is she just sitting there saying, I thought they was all rich. They don't have all the money. They can't fly. She's over there acting like she's just shocked. They can't fly? Are you kidding me? I thought all Karens had wings. I thought all Kens had wings. I thought all Brads had wings and a meth pipe. I think the meth pipe could fly. I thought meth meant you could fly. I thought meth meant you could walk on water. I thought that the trailer park renting meant Jesus. Oh my goodness, I'm so shocked. I can't understand this. This individual is literally sitting here shocked and appalled that the W's ain't all rich. This is a colonized mind. And a colonized mind is not an enslaved mind. So we're not going to allow colonized people to dump their colonized filth on Black Americans, whether they think W's can fly or not.
Scenarios and those sites, they will never show you on television. They will show you the rich side of Western world. But let me let you know that the ones that even come to Africa to get married,
in a half mile, turn right onto Colin McKinney
they are
Parkway.
not even middle class white people here. So please, don't see a white man and start thinking that he's coming to solve all finance. Because he's a white man doesn't.
And note at the end, she was about to say, don't think they're going to come over here and solve our financial issues. You notice, bam, you think they're all rich. Really what she's saying is that they're not rich, so they can't help us. Fam, even in her finding out they're not all rich, she still was saying, well, they're not rich, so they can't help us. Fam, she thinks they can fly. She literally, I believe Ken can fly. I believe he can touch the sky. She probably do think about it every day. Hop in that inner tube and fly away. Fam, listen to these people. Listen to these individuals. They literally think W's can fly. There you go. That's the difference between us and them. That's it. No. They believe they can fly. They believe the meth can touch the sky. They think about it every night and day, jump on their inner tube and float away. There you go. Bars. Family, and notice what she was saying is that they're not all rich, so they can't help us. So don't expect them to come over here and try to help us. There was still a little aspect of, are they going to come and save us? Don't wait for them. So even in that, they still feel that way, family. So that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean about a colonizer, family. They think all W's are rich. That's colonization. Think about it, fam. The W's gone. They still over there with cake soap. The W's gone. They still putting on all the skin bleaching. The W's gone. They still got them big old Jesus statues. We ain't allowing nobody to come over here. The diaspora is not qualified to talk to Black Americans if you just finding out not all W's are rich. That basically was her showing that mentality that she's always had. And that mentality is why they are last in line and foundational Black Americans are first in line. And to be honest with you, fam, I'm going to tell you another thing that these people really can't stand and they don't like. And I'm going to go there, fam, because I'm going to say what they don't really want to go there and say. Family, a lot of the tethers are mad because Black Americans outclass their slave master. Can we say that, family? Can we really go there? Can we really go there? Doesn't a lot of their hatred towards us really stem from the fact that we do better than the W's that they love so much and they don't like it, fam? Black Americans outclassing W's to them is like somebody beating up your mama daddy. That's how they view it, fam. They view Black Americans, whether in the financial world, especially in sports. In the sports world, they hate Black Americans. They don't like seeing Black people outclass W people. And every time we outclass them, they get mad and angry like we did it to them personally because their colonized mind sees the W every time they look into the mirror. They don't like that. They don't like, see, a lot of people think it's just because we do more than them. Family, it's deeper than that. Their feelings towards Black Americans aren't just because what we do and we outclass their continent. They don't like the fact that we outclass the W's. That's really what they don't like. They can stand Black Americans doing more than them because they know we've done more than them. They don't like when we do more than the people that they want to bleach their skin to look like. That be on some, well, wait now, you don't say that about my massa. Don't you say that about the colonizer. They'll fight, family. They'll fight you over the W. So you don't think they'll be jealous and mad at you for beating the W? Let's say Muhammad Ali go out there and knock somebody out. They're going to look at that and say, well, hold on now. You out there whooping on massa. That ain't good. They don't like that, family. No, they don't like that at all. No. Sugar Ray Robinson. No, they don't like that. No. They don't want Black Americans to outdo the people that they love so much. So therefore, they take that out with their vitriol, their jealousy, and their spite, and they're angry. There's about a billion different things that go on over there with the Africans and the Jamaicans and the Haitians that run way deeper than what you see on the surface. I understand these people at a root level, okay? The surface is one thing. I understand it at a root level. And let me tell you something. It gets even more diabolical when you get into the roots of a tether. This is what gets me. These people make these damn tether perspective spaces where they talk to tethers all goddamn day long. But when they talking to tethers all damn day long, they still don't know about what the tether's thinking. The roots are bad. Terrible. And family, do you also know that the Indians from India are over there right now? And guess what they're doing? They're over there colonizing Africa as well. Yes. So can we add? Are we keeping count, fam? So you have America, because Donald Trump said he's going to go over there and just take it. Then you have the Europeans, and you have Russia still over there. Somebody told me, well, Russia ain't over there in Africa. Shit, you want to bet? And then you have the Arabs still over there. And now you have the Indians over there. Let me show y'all what's going on over there, fam, where the Indians are trying to get wrecked and the Indians are trying to take away. Watch this, family. Watch this. Y'all watch this, family. India's land grab strategy in Africa. So, family, if we're counting, that's the whole earth is in Africa. If we're counting, family, the whole planet Earth wants a piece of Africa. And Africa said, come on down. Like it's the damn Price is Right. Let's go.
In India or positioning Africa as a victim. This is about understanding the game. Before you start typing, this isn't about bashing India or positioning Africa as a victim. This is about understanding the game and playing it better. India's leasing massive African farmland. China's doing it. Saudi Arabia's doing it. Europe's been doing it for decades. But here's what caught my attention. While India's companies lease 100,000 hectares in Ethiopia, try setting up as an African company to buy farmland in India. Good luck with that. Indian firms have secured deals for hundreds of thousands of hectares.
Stop. Hey, you're right. How the hell did I forget the Asians? Good point. I'm glad you corrected me, fam. Shout out to you. Yeah, the Asians too. They're like the main ones over there right now. Thank you for that, family. Straight up. So, fam, Asians, Indians, Arabs, Europeans, W Americans, Russians are over there. And now India's over there. That's the whole damn planet, fam. Who's next? The Martians? Who's coming next? Jupiter? Are they going to come from Sad, fam? Can I get petty? Can I get Sam, fam? Let me know if it's okay for me to get petty on a Friday night. I'm feeling good, baby. I'm feeling good. I'm looking good. I'm foundational Black American. I'm dark skinned and handsome. I'm loving it, y'all. Can we get extra petty? Hidden Colors is coming. It's the FBA Renaissance, FBA Reparation Generation. Let my petty proceed, fam. And I need y'all to help me with the petty. Can we get all petty in here? Let's get a whole gang of pettiness, fam. Can y'all please put in the chat? Y'all already doing it. Boy, I love y'all. Can y'all tell me the planet that's going to come next and colonize Africa? Can you please put it in the chat for all the hidden tethers that are watching right now and not going to say nothing? I need to know. I'm going to go ahead and say I think it's Jupiter. I think Jupiter will be the next, fam, because they've already exhausted all the colonizers on Earth. So I'm thinking next colonizer of Africa is going to come from space, and I'm going to go ahead and nominate Jupiter, fam. Y'all go ahead and tell me. Let's get extra petty up in here tonight, fam, because we feeling good. Mars, Saturn, Planet X. Planet X, Mars. I got another Mars in here. Pluto. Damn, Pluto gonna get him. Aliens is gonna get him. Krypton. Somebody said Krypton. Krypton is gonna get him. Fam, if Krypton shows up, somebody said Uranus. And I bet the Africans are like that. Neptune is coming. Extra petty. Petty alert. Let's go, baby. Here we are. Damn. Yeah, somebody said Bigfoot. Damn, Bigfoot done showed up. Neptune. Bigfoot gonna get him. Fam, if Bigfoot is the next colonizer, I'm quitting. It's over with, fam. I'm done. What do you say, Alpha Centron? Damn. Fam, everybody, Planet Rock. What do you say? Planet Rock. Damn, Planet Rootwork. Gotcha. There we go. Planet X. Damn, everybody. You got moons who gonna get them? Family, everybody. Somebody said the whole damn globe, the universe is gonna show up over there. This is sad. And family, it ain't that far-fetched. Because let's be real, that's exactly, somebody said the dark side of the moon. You cold. You cold. Damn, Space Ghost. If Space Ghost show up, I'm really done. It's over. E.T. gonna say phone home. Hey, if E.T. show up with a bamboo stick, then you know he came over here to be hostile. Mercury gonna get him. The Wizard of Oz, Crawlers, Elf, Planet of the Apes. Damn, I love y'all, boy. Centron. Damn, I'm done. Black Americans, fam. Somebody said a black hole gonna get him. You know what? You know why the black hole's not gonna get him? Because the black hole is too black for an African. If it was the white hole, they'd love it. If it was the white hole, fam, they'd be like, hold on now. The black hole cannot come. The white hole is our friend. Come on down, brother. It's all friend. Planet Musty. Damn. Here we go. Humpty Dumpty is in the building. Why get a bunch of black Americans started? Fam, you don't get over 2,000 black Americans started and a foundational black American on a Friday night. Y'all done got the whole damn FBA in here. Somebody said Transylvania. Somebody said Domino's Pizza. Damn. Freddy Krueger gonna show up. District 9 gonna show up. Damn. I'm just saying, let's keep it real.
Across Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya, Mozambique. Meanwhile, Africa's food import bill sits at $100 billion annually, not billion. Now, before someone says, but India brings jobs and technology, you listen, guys, you're right, they do. Before someone says, African governments signed these deals willingly, also true. But here's the strategic question. Why are African countries so good at giving away leverage and so bad at using it? This isn't about being victims. It's about being smarter negotiators. China didn't become a manufacturing powerhouse by just accepting whatever terms foreign companies offered. They negotiated. They demanded technology transfer. They protected their strategic sectors. Africa's got 60% of the world's unused arable land. That's not a resource to give away cheap. That's something you can't get back. That's a bargaining chip. The African Continental Free Trade Area could boost intra-African trade by 3 to 4% globally by 2030, keep the value chains on the continent, but only if they stop thinking like tenants and start acting like landlords. This isn't about shutting doors. It's about opening them on Africa's terms. Don't just scroll. Tell me what you think.
I'm going to tell you what I think. I think the chat was correct. I think y'all still in here. Boy, y'all cold. Somebody said X-Files. I looked away from the camera for 1 minute. Michael Myers gonna show up. Planet Buckshot. Damn, Thanos. Good one, sister. Damn. There you go. Boy, I done turned my head for 2 seconds. Looked up, boy. Y'all done added about 50, 11 new damn things. That's what I'm talking about, y'all. There you go, fam. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm saying? You see what we are. You know what time it is. These people want to be colonized. You like it. I mean, we could just get to the point when you say that you want to be colonized and we could just move on. All right. Black Americans are the only people who are being honest about that. Again, our mother is America, the South. That's our motherland. That motherland don't even like his own kids, so I'm cool, family. Somebody said Captain America, Planet Patrol. Everybody gonna go over there and get everything they got, y'all. And they're gonna be the main ones wanting it to happen, y'all. I told y'all, if it's dark, Notice, fam, darkness never had a chance in Africa. Notice that, y'all? Notice that, fam? Darkness never had a chance in Africa. Africans like all of their oppressors nice and white. That's what they like, family. They love a white oppressor, fam. Woo! If you come over there and you white, fam, you can oppress them right now. They'll give it up because that's just how they are. And family, let me show y'all this right here as well. Watch this guy, and he's coming out. And remember that stuff with Iran? And Iran's gonna love black folks. Watch this dude right here, y'all. Somebody said Captain Planet. 2 of y'all said Captain Planet. Damn. Captain Planet, he gonna go be over there and say, Wind, Water, Heart. Go Planet. And the Africans gonna be over there saying, yes, massa. Here we go. Watch this, fam. Dude right here. Watch him say, what has Iran ever did to Africans or Afro-Americans? You know this about to be some lies. Watch this.
And people in Africa, you need to know your history. In 1979, during the Iran hostage crisis after the revolution, the American embassy was held hostage by Iranian students for over 2 years under President Jimmy Carter. And what the Ayatollah did at that time, Ruhollah Khomeini, he asked for the immediate release of all blacks and women, 12 of them released unconditionally. He said, why? Because the black people are being oppressed in America and around the world, and that he shares in their struggle. And you as a black Nigerian guy from the southern part of Nigeria or from anywhere in Nigeria that have a problem with the Fulanis, or you don't like the Muslims or the Arabs, you see the Iranians in the same light. The Iranians are Persians. What has Iran done to you as a Nigerian? What has Iran done to you as an African? What has Iran done to you as a black American in America than your own government that is locking you up, that is segregating you in America today? Ask yourself that question. For black people.
Family, did this African dude just sit here and try to convince us to be that? Look at him trying to dump that love everybody. Look at that. I want to be next to the colonizer. We ain't going for that, Mutombo. Look at him trying to recruit us into his little game. Y'all see this, fam? This man is trying to recruit us. What has he ever done to you? Come over there and be colonized like we are colonized. Y'all see what I'm talking about? This man is trying to get more recruits to go over there and be friendly. See, this is what I mean when I'm talking about these people, family, when we talk about these tellers, when we exposing these tellers, y'all. You see that energy right there? This man is out there promoting it. If you ever want to know why the diaspora is in the position, in the situation in which they're in that situation simply because they always have more people who want to be next to the dominant society. So those who don't want to be next to the dominant society, I don't know, they may have a festival where they run up on you and try to unalive you. They love that. And anybody who goes against colonization is deemed a bad guy. See, that's the difference between us and them. Black Americans, we're different. Foundational Black Americans, certified Black society, people who are against us are the wrong ones. Over there in the diaspora, people who are against the W's are the wrong ones. They deem resistance against the W's is bad. Hidden Colors is about to come out, and it's about our culture of resistance. And a lot of you guys, y'all see me in the trailer. In the trailer, I say everybody knows that foundational Black American resistance is the cornerstone of Black America. And we breathe life into America. Africans don't think like that. They don't have a culture of resistance. You just seen this guy right there doing the same thing they did back in the day. Remember, y'all, all the colonizers that we just named, we talk about Mr. Muhammad, Mr. Zelensky, Mr. Yao Ming, Mr. Gunther, Mr. Brad. All the colonizers, hell, y'all said Mr. Musty, Mr. Planet X, Mr. Martian, Mr. Alien, all the different places that y'all name, Saturn, Jupiter. There's always been another African saying, they good, they love us, and they willing to fight Africans who don't want to do it. That's the difference between us and them. I'm loving every time I look at the chat, boy, I see somebody saying regulate. I love that. I love that, family. That's that regulator energy. But do you see what I'm talking about, though, family? Every time you turn around, it is them, and they are always trying to recruit other people to get down with the colonizer. And if you do not get down with the colonizer, then they won't like you. You see that energy you just seen with him, family? Let's flip to our side. And when you're on our side, you're on the real side because we're the only side that matters. That right there was them begging, hoping, wishing to all be friends and all get along and everybody just be one big happy ass camping family. But over here on the foundational Black American side, we shutting down every damn thing. We shutting down Mr. Forehead, who's coming around here trying to tether we shall overcome. And we definitely shutting that down right there because we see something wrong, we do something about it. We see something wrong, we check it. We see something wrong and we handle it. You can't say the same thing about them. But FBA, we stand on 10. This is the different energy we have.
To Essence this year. I don't give a damn who's performing. I don't care. Y'all gonna have to start standing on something, or y'all gonna have to shut the fuck up for me. Because at this point, it's giving, I just want to run my fucking mouth, but I don't really want to do shit about it. I don't care who's performing. We can knock all that. I already saw the lineup. I don't care either way. As some of them women being Black Americans, they should know better. I don't care. But you also gotta understand, I'm gonna say this real quick, is that there's gonna be a lot of Black Americans who are going to do what they have to do for the bag. Again, I don't know people's finance. Just because people's name is big or whatever don't mean they got it like that. I don't know. A lot of times, especially when it comes to this entertainment business, it's gonna look, you're gonna have to stand on the fence when it comes to some of these people. I'm just gonna be real with you, okay? But you don't have to go attend this, because at the end of the day, they really had us messed up last year, and I'm pretty sure it's still in the same owner's hands. All they're trying to do is what all these companies and corporations and everybody try to do once they F Black Americans, is start trying to nitpick and do a little dance and get you back in their good graces. And it works because a lot of y'all hop right on the bandwagon every single time. All they gotta do is serve some macaroni and cheese and y'all there. Like y'all gonna have to stand for something at this point. I gotta keep it real. And I know people want to be like, oh, pick a side. Yeah, you're going to have to pick a side. I mean, put it like this. You don't. Look, honestly, at the end of the day, all you got to do in life is stay Black and die. But best believe the way you move, you are picking, whether you believe it or not. And it's against your own best interests. I don't want to see no damn videos or no Essence Fest from none of y'all. Like dead ass. I don't care. Play they CDs. Look, I'm old as hell saying CDs. Stream they songs. But do not take your ass to fucking Essence Fest. There's no need for you to be there. Because all you're showing is people can disrespect you, and then once they, say a non-fucking apology and just, throw some shit that they know that's shiny in your face, then you willing to just let bygones be bygones. Cut it the fuck out. Don't go. Do not take y'all Black ass.
Woo, family. Do you see the difference? Do you see why I always say that Black American sisters are stronger than African men, Jamaican men? Fam, look at that. I just showed you a African tether saying we all need to be friends with Iran. And then I just showed you a sister saying, keep your ass at home when it comes to the Essence Festival. One man wants to be next to the colonizer. He made a whole promotion video for the colonizer. A Black American woman said, F the Essence Festival, we ain't going. Do you see how we regulate, how we check, how we don't allow nobody to ever come into our zone or come into our space? And if we see something wrong, we let our brothers and sisters know we ain't going for it. And then you seen on the other hand, they were saying, oh, no, it's cool. Everybody be lovely and be friends. That's what I'm saying, family. FBA, we different. FBA is certified. FBA is on one. FBA don't play no games, never have, never will. And we out here standing on extra business. I love that, fam. And let me tell y'all something, since we celebrating our damn selves. Foundational Black Americans and this generation in this era, it is being brought to you by us being on code together collectively. I will say this because it doesn't get said enough, but I know how these people try to push things on us. I try to see things, my brothers and sisters, that the dominant society pushes on us, and I see how we respond to it. And anytime we respond to it and we defeat it, I make sure that I make a point of it so the message is signal boosted for the next generation. Fam, where the hell is the gender divide? Have they gave up on that BS, family? Are they running from that stuff, family? Y'all know how they try to gender divide Black Americans. Could they get that off? Are they trying? Let me tell y'all how delineation destroyed the gender divide. You don't see the gender divide no more, do you? When was the last time you seen somebody on some gender divide? All those little shows, the balloon popping, y'all know all of those be a bunch of tethers, right? Y'all know those are a bunch of non-FBAs, correct? You see right now how they're trying to say, we're going to go out here and we're going to do the Essence Festival and we're going to do it for women. And then Black American women are saying, hell to the no. And Black American women are saying, you ain't doing this for us. And it's Black American women who are saying that these women right here aren't Black American. Where's the gender divide, family? It ain't nowhere to be found. I've been looking, can't find it. It ain't nowhere. I can't see it because it don't exist, because delineation done put it to an end. If you want to know why they so damn desperate in these streets today, Black Americans, oh, they desperate because of that right there. They know damn well foundational Black Americans have shut it down. They don't know what to do with us shutting down the gender divide. We have stopped all of that because delineation makes you proud of who you are. Delineation sets boundaries. Boundary set means all of that energy that we permeate stays within the confines of our household. We're not divvying up our energy and giving it to everybody, outsiders who don't give a damn about us. Delineation has made us reflect on who we are, our ancestors, our energy, our elders, our brothers, our sisters, the past, the present, the future. Delineation has made us so stronger because our energy is building up on the inside of us opposed to the outside to them. That's the difference. We got rid of the them, the those, and the days, and we started focusing in on the us. And remember, y'all, there's a billion different terms for them, but there's only one, foundational Black America, that describes this family tree. So when my brother starts looking at my sister starts looking at the brother, and we riding together, we sit there and say, oh, it's on now. When my sister stands up and she's checking somebody, and then my brother stands up and he's checking somebody, we look at each other and say, damn, it's on now. Black Americans are stronger than ever based on our certified sisters, our FBA queens, our certified brothers, our FBA kings are together. And we've always been together. The only difference is we done planted that damn flag, and that FBA flag is waving high in that FBA sky. They can't touch us. They can't touch us at all, family. That's why you guys know I'm always going out of my way to send a certified salute to all of our FBA women. If you see my speech at the Rally for Reparations, I took a whole damn minute out just to shoot out all of our big, gorgeous, foundational Black American excellent accomplishments. But I put all of those gorgeous accomplishments on our gorgeous women because sisters was on the front line of everything. Assata Shakur passed away. And one of the last things in which I read right here, Assata Shakur said, remember that our sisters will be on the front line of every damn thing and always have been. So family, the fact that they can try to split us up and they can try to shake us and move us to the side, but we standing up even further, man, you can't stop FBA. Boy, we put an end to that. We put an end to that one, family. Trust me, if they wish, they would, but they can't. We getting into the era now, y'all, where they just throwing their damn hands up. They just throwing their hands up and saying, you know what? We can't do nothing about these foundational Black Americans. They just too strong. They too certified. They are too immaculate. And they just saying, well, you know, what we going to do? Nothing. Remember the brick lady, Somalian? Remember that, family? How that work out for them? We called him out, and it's always brothers and sisters doing it together. I said it before, fam. A family, I can't curse. A family that beeps together is a family that stays. A family that kick ass together is a family that stays together. Okay, there you go, family. That's what we've been out here doing. And it's been the tethers who've been the main ones out here trying to get us to stop. It's been the tethers who've been out here begging Black Americans to come up off that because they want us to have the same tribalism that they have. They want us to view our nature and our complete culture as the way they do, and we're just not going for it. Never. And that's the most beautiful part about this foundational Black American lineage and family. This is why you start to see our rates are going up. Fam, think about it. There's not a lot of crime in the Black communities. As soon as we started to delineate, crime has went down in all Black American communities. They don't even bring up Black on Black crime like that no more. Or Chicago. They don't bring it up. Like my sister Natural always say, where all that per capita talk? They don't per capita no more. If anything, we per capita them because they the ones out here snuffing each other. Yeah. Crime has went down after delineation. Yes, it has. Foundational Black American marriage rates have went up. Foundational Black American family units have went up. Mothers, fathers have went up. They're taking less of our kids because we're not allowing them to. More foundational Black American children are being protected because of us. Family, that all goes back to delineation. Delineation is something that puts you in a spot where nobody can penetrate your vibrations. Nobody can stop it. Nobody can see it. And that's the most beautiful thing about being FBA, a part of this era, fam. We identified the ops, we identified the agenda, and we went full speed on and we handled it. As I always say, when they attack, we react. When they violate, we demonstrate. And our demonstrations of behavior have been showing and proving you one thing. And that is that we are building, working, shining, grinding, untouchable, unmatched, unbreakable, and stronger than ever. And that's because the foundational Black American family, which is the foundational Black American sister, the foundational Black American brother, and the foundational Black American children. That's what's making us so great right now, family. And it's a beautiful goddamn thing because we some beautiful damn people. I believe that. I know that. Let me show y'all even more though, fam. We ain't done. Check this out. When I tell y'all that the Essence Festival is being shut down and they can't go out there and get all of these ops to try to spin it on us and try to get us to be like, yeah, we down. No. Matter of fact, to keep it real, y'all, I've seen more Starburst men than I've seen any sisters. So they got the Starburst crowd. They can have that crowd, family. We're going to be over here 10 toes down, standing on ours. More foundational Black Americans, more foundational Black American money, and more foundational Black American excellence. Y'all see right here, I have a foundational Black American icon right here that I wanted to represent today. You know what I'm saying? Because her birthday just passed. And I didn't know that she shares the same birthday as my niece. So much love and respect, fam. Our sisters have always been on the front line. Always been on. I got a sister right here named Natural Tour who stay on the front line. Yes, and she's the full-time regulator. And you know I love your sister. Keep on smashing on their ass. You already know what it is. So shout out to everybody, including all my sisters in the chat. All y'all stand 10, and we're going to continue to win, fam. Y'all look at this one right here. Here we go. Watch the energy of us compared to the energy of them. Watch.
Any words by digging a bigger hole for themselves. They say they are celebrating Black women at Essence Fest this year. Mind you, this is the lineup, okay? And by the way it looks, I only see 3 Black women: Monica, Patti LaBelle, Brandy, Lotto. I don't know if Kalani is Black, and we know Cardi B damn sure ain't Black. So again, why are we consistently playing these games? If Essence Fest know that they're in a hot seat when it comes to Black Americans and us boycotting and not going or attending Essence Fest this year. And to think out of all the people besides Brandy, Monica, and Patti LaBelle, this is the people that you can come up with? This is the people that you want us to spend our money on? A complete joke. Really a key. It's really a key that they always think that they can give us the bare minimum and think that we're just going to give y'all, still going to give y'all our coins. Like, what do you mean celebrating Black women? You mean celebrating Black American women? Because Essence Fest is supposed to be about Black American culture. Them white tea people allowed y'all to be in charge of this event created and made by Black Americans. Should have told y'all, when we're done, we're done. And there's nothing you can do after the blank disrespect to get us back on your side.
Woo!
And if Essence Fest couldn't get any word.
Bam! Where the gender divide though? I'm saying, where's the gender divide, family? I don't see one. I mean, they told me there was one, but I'm looking around and I don't see no gender divide. Family, that's a Black American woman standing on Black American business, just like the last Black American woman who was standing on Black American business, as well as the thousands of Black American women in the chat. Ain't falling for no Women's Day, no Women's Week, because we understand that we move together and we understand they can't fool us and we understand they can't hustle us. So shout out to us, and we always gonna be collective. Side by side, back to back, throwing blows together. And the person that I told that to, I know you're listening, shout out to you. And we stay throwing them blows together, and we gonna build an empire. You already, no matter what they say. Here we go, family. Let me show y'all even further. Check this out, family. Right here is what I mean. Look at these dusty, rusty, and always musty ass tethers. Watch these tethers out here, and look how they're trying to dump that same type of gender divide on us. Y'all look at this right here. I'm gonna show y'all this. Y'all gonna be like, damn. Fam, when I tell y'all that the tethers are being recruited to try to divide Black Americans, I mean it. And I'm gonna show y'all this woman. Watch this woman right here. Here we go. Y'all look at this, and it's on and popping. Check this out, y'all. Look at Miss Fufu the Third. Listen to this, y'all.
I feel defeated. For the very first time, I feel defeated. I'm defeated. I'm so defeated, you guys. I've never wanted to believe this propaganda that was being spread around that Black men hate Black women. I never wanted to believe that. But after what I've experienced, I believe it 110%. I really believe that Black men hate us. This very same people God brought into this earth to protect Black women are the same people that we need protection from. Yesterday, I saw myself in an episode of Fatal Attraction, and I'm the main character. Whoever put on my resume that I'm a strong soldier, I'm one of God's strongest soldiers, count your days. But today, I've accepted the truth. I'm gonna be leaving social media for a moment. I gotta regulate my emotions, gotta seek therapy, I gotta heal, and I gotta swallow this truth.
What you mean Black? You mean mop, melanated other people? Look at this, family. Here you go. What she needs to be talking about, if we talking, she needs to be talking about what's going on over there with that right there. Notice she's trying to make it look, here's the Black people and the Black folks. No, them is the Africans, because it's clear you from Africa. So speak about your own homeland. Don't speak about mine. And family, that was the women. Watch this big old dusty ass dude talking about stay away from Akata women. Watch this.
To be successful in America, and you want your life to be smooth, stay away from Akata girls. Now, so my mama they talk am. That's so she go hold her ear when she dey give me advice. As a man, stay away from Akata girls, because once you meet an Akata girl, your life will be destroyed. Your future will be derailed. You can't go give Akata girl belle. For America, you will suffer. If you want to be successful in America, stay away from Akata girls. Them Black American girls that they born here, them Nigerian girls that they born here, stay away from them. If you want to be,
and you stay away from deodorant, because I can tell you've never had any. You see what I'm saying, family? So, fam, let's look it all in. We tied it all in. We'll bring it all the way back. I showed y'all the festivals that they got over there harming they women, and yet you got all these different tethers talking about FBA. Then I showed you one of their men. Stay away from Akata girls. I bet you like W men, though, don't you? Yeah, you do. You're like a little bit of mayo on your pickle, don't you, partner? Get your ass out of here and fix your hairline. Then the woman over there talking about Black men, when really she's talking about mop men, because those mop men ain't Black men. Black men are strong, certified, excellent Black Americans up. All the mop men over there, that's they people. So the fact that they try those games, they try to apply those games, and FBA, we getting rid of all them lames. That's the difference of this era and before. They could spend money and it ain't working. Fam, I'm going to tell you. The Essence Festival 2025, they spent the money and FBA canceled their ass. 2026, we canceling their ass in full speed. We canceling their ass on full time. We canceling their ass in return. Foundational Black Americans shut down the Democratic Party. Foundational Black Americans shut down the whole gender divide. If you bring it up, we're going to shut it down. You line them up, we're going to knock them out. That's what we're doing, family. It doesn't matter what they come up with. It doesn't matter what they say. We're going to go ahead and cancel all of them tether ass in advance. How about that? Because when I tell y'all we canceling people in advance, and I tell y'all that certifies on top, and I tell y'all we cannot lose at this point, that's exactly what I mean. Fam, I'm here to give y'all some good news. Yeah, mop men right there, family. Let me go ahead and give everybody some good news. I'm going to tell y'all the good news of this story. The good news is, family, we can't lose. We cannot lose, family. I'm telling you that now. For a lot of people, that may be hard to hear, hard to understand, because they don't want us to win. They want us to fall. They want us to be out here bickering, feuding, and fighting. They want to dump all that stuff on us. We talked about the spiritual aspect last week. They want to hold hands and cast spells, family. None of that stuff is working because this FBA lineage is like a big old force field, and it's knocking everybody out, y'all. We cannot lose, which means we will not lose. We are on the right path, on the right track with the right energy, and we got the right people. Whether you know it or not, you're chosen. You are chosen, family. And I say this without a doubt in my mind. I've come to a lot of recollections and understanding the way the game goes and the way it flows, family. Gave it a lot of pondering. And I'm here to tell y'all, family, Black Americans, certified foundational Black society, we're all chosen right now to do the work that we're doing right now for our people. Everybody came about to do the work for the lineage in their time frame, family. But in our time frame, fam, we were all the ones who were chosen to be the delineators and the regulators. We were all chosen to be the certifieds. That's what we were chosen to be, family. And I tell everybody that this delineation is spiritual. This movement, the certified, is spiritual, y'all. We ain't going to lose, never, not at all. First off, it ain't in our DNA because I don't see no losses. I told you we ain't taking no shorts, no losses, family. So the very fact, family, that you're here and you're a part of this era and you're doing what you got to do and you standing on 10, family, that was meant to be, because you could be anywhere in the world, but you here right now and you rocking with foundational Black America, y'all. They will look back on us years from now, family. They're going to be like, damn. So absolutely, we are the chosen people. And every single day you starting to see it. You could have been born in any era, y'all. You could have lived in any era, fam. You mean to tell me you're here right now looking at all the things that Black America has done over the last 10 years? Think about the next 10 and beyond. I tell everybody, I've been telling everybody that listens, I told you, they're going to look back on this generation right here 50 years from now, and they're going to say that was the era that changed everything. Yes. And you got to love yourself for it, family, because we did it without having any meetings. We didn't sit down, none of that, man. So I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of all my brothers and sisters. And I'm so proud, family, that every time they pull something up, Black Americans, we get that stuff all the way out the paint. Go ahead and try to feed foundational Black Americans that right there. And every time you try to feed foundational Black Americans that right there, we going to get all of that negative vibration the hell out the way. Because right now, family, the one thing that is being taken for certain is that FBA, in terms of a lineage, heritage, and culture, we whooping them down the street, round the corner, up the block, and they can't find nowhere. Let's go.
One ticket for that Essence Fest. I'm surprised they even got it off the ground. All I need to know is y'all ain't going to that shit. Do not support. Still not acknowledging Black culture, and they had the company for 2 years. Essence Fest of cultures. Since when has it ever been the forefront for other cultures besides Black American culture? No. Black Americans. Why are we celebrating everyone's culture for a company that's for Black people and has been? And this is why we don't want y'all in our shit. And this is why we're separating. Black American, you are a coon if you bought a ticket for the Essence Fest. I don't care if that's your fave. They have other shows. Nah, they're not purchased one ticket for that Essence Fest. I'm surprised they even got it off the ground. All I need to know is y'all ain't going to that shit. Do not support. Still not acknowledging Black culture, and they had the company for 2 years. Essence Fest of cultures. Since when has it ever been the forefront for other cultures besides Black American culture? No. Black Americans. Why are we celebrating everyone's culture for a company that's for Black people and has been? And this is why we don't want y'all in our shit, and this is why we're separating. Black American, you are a coon if you bought a ticket for the Essence Fest. I don't care if that's your fave. They have other shows. Nah, they're not purchase one ticket for that Essence Fest.
So good, I had to play it two times. There you go, family. That's the type of energy right there. Ain't happening, ain't going down that way. Family, we're going to check these people when they roll up. We're going to check them early. We're going to check these people on site, and we're going to check these people in advance. All of the people who think you're going to play FBA, let Black Alpha tell you something. Come on in. Talk to me 1 second, okay? Let Black Alpha, the #1 activist on the planet Earth, tell you something. Anybody out there who thinks that they're going to try to con my lineage, heritage, and culture, you dealing with a whole new breed of Black Americans. Anybody who thinks that they're going to try to hustle my lineage, heritage, and culture, you dealing with some certified regulators. And anybody with any plan from anywhere, don't matter who you are, where you from, you and your massa will get this goddamn work. So we checking people before, we checking people now, and we checking people in advance. And you can thank us later. Certified. Family, since we out here celebrating foundational Black Americans, I want to give y'all one more little thing real quick that we got to talk about. And I want to show y'all before I let everybody do their thing and rock for the damn weekend. It would only be right that Black Alpha pulls everything back and shows the whole audience, family, one more thing, because somebody told me that they wanted to tap in on this level. So I got to go ahead and do this for the crowd, for everybody out there, and we got to shut it down. Let me say this first before we move any further, fam. I appreciate everybody who's been holding it down, fam. Much love, much respect. We ended up being able to, as a people, as a community, get Hidden Colors popping off the ground. Great thing, family. I'm loving it, loving the passion, loving everything we got, right? Now, let me also tell everybody this. This generation is moving so strong and so fast. It's all because of us. All of our fingerprints is on this game, y'all. All of our fingerprints is on this game, man. It's certified foundational Black America. You know, FBA is the lineage. Grassroots, we out here holding it down. The certifieds are the riders. Delineation is just one of many movements, and reparations is the goal. That's what we all about. That's what we all hitting for. I appreciate everybody who showed me all the love. I'm going to show up and show out for y'all. Wait till you see Hidden Colors, boy. I'm telling you, boy, it's going to be something phenomenal. And we out here, and I'm going to continue to bring that energy and hold down. Y'all know what? Hold on. Let me say this. Y'all know I had somebody. I don't know who the hell they was. Y'all know two things, family. Boy, they don't know. Boy, let me tell you something. You better ask somebody. Let me go ahead and get on my Black Alpha Leo-ish real quick, because I'm a Leo. Let me talk my talk real quick, family. My certified energy. Y'all know I had somebody who was like, Black Alpha, why you got to be so energetic? Why you got to be so loud, Black Alpha? Shout out to the chat, because I seen some of my brothers was checking them. I think a couple of my sisters was as well. What you mean? Why am I so energetic? Because I'm a foundational Black American, and we came out the womb on 10. What the hell you talking about? I say it's the certified 100. That must have been a tether or an op. Family, asking Black Alpha, the man who's known for energy. I don't even sit still on the broadcast. I don't know what the hell you thinking asking me that. That's like asking somebody why you want to hit the lottery, why you want to get money. You out your damn mind, family. We turned up all the way live. And this is a foundational Black American reunion every time we get together, family. Shout out to the team. Fellow Leo, all right, certified salute. Okay. Hell yeah, well, we shut all that down, family. People, let me tell you that I always get compared to two people, family, and they mean a lot to me. People always compare me to Tupac, and they always compare me to DMX. They say I'm more like what Tupac would have been had he lived, and DMX with that same energy. Fam, did DMX say stop, drop, shut him down, open up shop? Or did DMX say, could you please stop? Would you, if you want to, shut him down? Might you open up shop if you really are possible to do it? Did he ask? Did DMX go on stage, family, and hold the microphone and be like, stop, please, drop, maybe, shut him down, perhaps? Or did he say stop, drop, shut him down, open up shop? That's exactly what it is, fam. Let me tell y'all know this, fam. When I came into the game, because I've only been doing this, family, let me tell you something, fam. People see that we 40K and we pretty much got the best ratings and we dropping big videos. Fam, go look at everybody else's numbers of videos and they be like 800, 900 videos, fam. I only got 500 videos. Yes. And probably about 300 of those are before I showed my face when I was just dropping them 808s. And then the other ones are spaces. So if you really want to talk about lives, fam, we've only done probably about 100 lives, only did 500 videos, and we dropping thousands of people in the chat. We've been on for almost 4 hours, got 2,000 people in the chat. Some people can't even crack 1,000, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say it's a certified movement, baby. You already know. Shout out to my other Leos. Oh yeah, I'm a Leo. I'm a Leo and I'm the baby of my family, fam. So you know everything about me is energetic, fam. But before I came into the game, fam, the movement was kind of, it was real prim and proper, fam. It was real stern. People were just all direct and talking. I was like, oh no, I'm about to liven this shit up. I'm about to come to the game. I know when I first came in the game, a lot of the older people was looking at me like, what is this dude talking about? I'm the person, fam, where everything is real. And I've been telling everybody, I represent every Black American fam. And I'm a millennial. So I'm bringing in the 70-year-olds, the 80-year-olds, all the way down to the teenagers and the 20-year-olds. The millennials, we are right in center, family. We got the young folks, we got the old folks, we're bringing them all in. And I'm the one who came in and said, no, we're going to be good. We're going to bring some beats in here. We're going to have fun. And this is an interactive world. Everything is quick, fast, and social media. I'm really the one who brought hip hop into the movement. And I'm also the one who brought in the interactive into the movement. And there's a lot of people did a lot of good things. Much respect to them, family, all day, every which way. But I'm the one who came in and different. All of them other folks look alike. They don't look like me. So I represent the person you see out there in the streets. Hype man, absolutely. We're going to turn this thing up. Let me tell you why, family. How the hell you going to be cool, calm, and all pretty when these folks is out here trying to erase you? You better hope somebody hyped and turned up. I don't know what you can't be hyped up about. You're beautiful. You're a foundational Black American. We winning right now. We got all the best women on the planet, all the best men on the planet. Everybody want to talk like, be like us. Everybody want to see foundational Black Americans. You damn right we about to turn up. Hell yeah, I'm a FBA. I'm a part of the greatest lineage, heritage, and culture. I'm not going to be 90 years old and sitting there saying, I wanted to have a nice little broadcast and talk slow and ask them, could you stop? Maybe, drop, maybe, shut them down, maybe. Hell no. Turn up, family. Speak that talk, family, and let it go. Mama raised the hell raised. Even my mama tell you, fam, even when I was young, it was always, that's a problem, let's fix it. That's wrong. That's wrong. We're going to solve that. Something's wrong, fam. I was always taught to go out and go do something about it. You know what I'm saying? And with all passion. That's why I say I love you with a passion. Everything I do is with a passion. So hell yeah, we're going to turn up, family. Hell yeah. And I'm really the one who changed the game. Because before I came in the game, y'all know what it was like, family. It was kind of slow and kind of stale and kind of small and just whatever. A lot of game being dropped, a lot of intellectual people, but it wasn't no energy in this damn thing. And then when I popped in the game, boom. And I know a lot of them other people was looking at me like, who's this new guy? Okay, well, the new guy now is the number one guy. Okay, so checkmate. And then I took it out in the streets. Remember, y'all, a lot of people were content creators and they were scholars. Black Alpha came in and started saying activists. As a matter of fact, how many people even used the term activist before I did? Nobody. I'm the one that came in the game and said, it's going to be activism. My show and broadcast is going to be about what I'm out in the streets. I'm going to be out there hugging everybody, dapping everybody with the people, amongst the people, and bringing in a new vibe. My sister Natural, again, she made a good point. She said it's a new wave and a new era of energy where people want to see they activists. They want to relate to you. They want to be next to you. Black Americans are people with camaraderie. We're people who are down, man. My brother down bad. I'm going to take some food to him. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to text my sister and say, hey, you made it home safe? That's what we're going to do, fam. People have sent me pictures of their loved ones. I post them. You know what I'm saying? People have sent me pictures of folks who passed away. Fam, rest in peace, man, to my brother Voltron. Y'all remember when Voltron passed, fam? We started off the whole broadcast and everything. Nothing but love, man. You know what I'm saying? When Asada Shakur passed away, we was holding it down, man. This is what we do. We are family and we different over here on the Black Alpha Network. We full speed. We energetic. And like I told that individual, if we moving too fast, your ass moving too slow. Put the cane down, sit down, and stay the hell out the way. Because over here on Foundational Black America, this is going to be like your family. We're going to just say what it is, and we'll let everything else play itself out, family. That's how you become number one, family. So I went from the regular guy that was out there moving, but I'm the one to spice the game up. I'm the one to change the game. And if you're looking at the numbers and you're looking at everything, it all points back to me. It all points back to you. And there'd be no me without you. So certified salute all the goddamn time, family. You know what it is. And by the way, we're going to turn up. But then we're going to stop and we're going to drop some scholarship too. I guess they be missing the parts, family, where we be breaking it down. When I be crunk, we be turning it up, fam. Do they miss the part, fam, when we start being scholars? Did they not see I'm the guy who spoke to Kabahai Wata Kamene, Dr. Randy Short? Okay, do they miss the scholarship part? Okay, do they miss the fact, family, that you want to talk scholarship? I'm with the best of them. You want to talk about street English? I'm with the best of them. You want to talk about love and laughing and roasting and all that? I'm with the best of them. You feel me? So that's it. And by the way, I called Dr. Frances Cress Weston. I said, she's one of my heroes. Somebody said, hero is masculine. They said, it's really called heroine. That is the feminine version. I said, are you white? Family, let me ask y'all a question. Has any black person, what would happen if a black person goes up to another black person and says, can you be quiet? You're talking too loud. Are you really a white person? Whoever said that, come clean, come on out, put the mayo jar down and come on out. Does a black American ever say it's not really hero, it's heroine? Put it right. Get the hell out of here. go ahead and take your ass back to Miracle Whip land or Jollof land. Black Americans don't play like that. Yamaleo, you already know. Black Americans don't play that way, family. We don't run around here and be like, you need to talk more quiet now. That's what it is. I don't know about y'all, but my family, I come from the family. I got a big family. And if you ain't speaking up, you ain't going to get heard. Dominant personalities. How many of you guys are the same way, family? Yeah, TKO, absolutely. Boy, we don't talk like that. Well, what do you mean, FBA? Foundation. You know, that's what I'm talking about. That's how these individuals are, fam. So, we certified, we authentic, we thorough, we number one. And if you check the record and the numbers, we on fire right now. It's a new wave, and it's going to be here forever, fam. And them young folk going to hit me up. When I was in Dallas, when I was in D.C., I had young folks coming up to me. They was like, yo, Black Alpha, we love you, you good. Because younger folks can relate to me, older folks can relate, man. We just connecting all the dots, man. So it's a new activist, man, and a new time, man. And when you looking, you see my name right there on top, baby. So we're going to continue to hold this all the way down, fam. So you already know. I appreciate the love, family. And it's a lot of love. Let me say, man, I tell people all the time. Another Leo, August 17th, certified salute. I tell people all the time, family. Yeah, absolutely. Closed mouth, don't get fed. Man, in my household, in my family, especially when we be out of reunions, y'all probably the same way. People be like, yo, you be so animated. I'm like, yo, what Black Americans y'all talk? Every Black American I know be turned up. You go to one of my family cookouts, music loud, and we might be talking louder than the music. If you over, let me tell you something, y'all Black Americans like me. If you sitting over there in the corner, hey, I want to, can I say something? Can I say something? Ain't nobody going to stop for you. You better get your word in. You better talk your talk. How you going to handle the system of supremacy when you ain't being heard? You dig? So it don't work that way, fam. You got to let them know something. You got to let them know that you're going to be dominant, you're going to be strong, you're going to be powerful, and you're going to speak what it is, because the more you put that energy out, fam, they're afraid of energy. They afraid of energy. They don't like energy, fam. They run from that. So this is what, you got 2 Leos, man. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you with the Leos, man. Good luck. My mama got one, and I was enough for her already, man. So, yeah, y'all know how it go, man. We turned all the way up around here, man. We're going to stay that way, man. We're going to continue to relate to the people. We're going to always be it, man. I tell y'all, fam, a lot of people want you to hear their voice. Me, Black Alpha, I want to be the voice for the people. And that's what it always is, man. The voice for the people, the voice for empowerment, the voice for FBA, and the voice for certifieds. Not everybody can be heard, but I promise y'all, by the things people write me and people send me, and I'm always trying to write people back and talk to everybody because I love the people. I'm the type of person, when I miss somebody's email, I feel bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's the type of energy we bring, and that's the type of energy that's shutting the whole game down, man. So shout out to the team, man. You got to stay up, man. If you ain't staying up, you stand down. If you ain't moving, then you're losing. So I love it. And by the way, fam, this is the social media world. This is the interactive world. If y'all notice, a lot of people, they do shows and they'll talk one subject for one the whole time. We're going to go 3 hours and we're going to go through 5 different subjects, highs, lows, clown, roast, fam. This is the interactive world. If you ain't got some energy and you ain't interactive and you ain't on that type of time, these young folks ain't listening. They're going to be like, huh? What? They'll touch you. Them young folks, how many of y'all got young folks? They'll cut you off, family. They will cut you off. So you got to be able to relate to everybody. I want to relate to all the elders. I want to relate to all the young folks. I want to relate to everybody my age, because I want all of us to be together, because we're stronger together, family. Come out here on that 1962 talk to these young brothers and sisters out here. They ain't trying to hear it. Come on out here talking that, well, brother, you need to be a little quiet. They ain't trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying? The young folks love me. And then the older folks love me because I speak like them, because I am them, I come from them, man. So absolutely, FBA frequencies, man, every day of the week. So I want to tell everybody that, man, stay true to yourself, family. Always stay true to yourself. You're always going to have somebody out there hating, all right? Always going to be somebody out there hating. When we was out here, family, we was doing 200 views, wasn't no haters. And if y'all notice, the more I go up for, boy, the more they start hating. The more, boy, they be out there hating, boy. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you ain't moving, then you're losing. So always be yourself. Always maintain your energy, fam. Never dim your light for nobody, family, because they only want you to dim your light because they don't shine bright. Be your true self, because that's what the FBA energy is always about. That's the foundational Black American way, fam. It's always about self, always about energy, always about shining, always be motivational. You got to motivate the people. You got to speak to the people, not around them, not over there, fam. I want to get them where they at, fam. I want to send a direct message. And the only way that you can send a direct message is if you are energetic and you speaking directly to the individual, fam. These are things that I learned from the Hueys and the Bobbies and the Martins and the Malcolms and the Khalid Muhammad's, fam, and the Tupac Shakur's. I study all these guys. This is what it takes to be where you are. And I'm just proud, family, that I was able to study from all of those guys. And then I was chosen by God to be here right now and to be the #1 activist on the planet so we can go ahead and we can dominate, fam. And that's exactly what we're doing. We dominate. Certified salute. Love y'all with a passion, family. Hidden Color 6 on its way, fam. Hidden Color 6, 2026. The game is ours, family, and we got it all wrapped up, man. I want y'all to have a great weekend. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the passion. I appreciate everybody who's donated. You know I love y'all. We're going to bring it all the way back, man. Make sure that y'all subscribe to Black Truth. Make sure you guys subscribe to my brother Church. I always want to uplift and elevate a lot of the younger people that are coming up in the game. You know what I'm saying? I always want to send love to everybody because I'm not one of them people who just sit over there in the corner, say they so black, but don't interact with no black people. Nowadays, people want to see they activists. They want to be there. They want to pull up. And by the way, let me say this as well, fam. We got something bubbling. So like I said, hit me up because I'm going to be all out this summer, man. I'm going to have a whole thing where I'm going to go out there in the streets and talk to everybody. I had some people hit me up, say, hey, come to Chicago. I will be in Chicago, family. I'm going to come out there and tap in, man. We got a lot of stuff out there working, man. So somebody hit me up. I will be in Memphis. Just hit me up, email me, man. We'll tap in. If you got anything, and I promise y'all, if there's anything where you're from that is historically black, please hit me up, fam. Some people hit me up. I want to go to Augusta and go see the mounds in Augusta, and I want to do some recording of the mounds out there in Augusta. Some of the historical districts in Miami. People hit me up. Chicago, hit me up. Anywhere. 50 states. Black Alpha Network, Certified Black Society. Beautiful brothers and sisters. We run the game. Everybody else, they just run it. That part. See you on the other end, fam. Y'all stay good. Love y'all. It's on and popping, y'all. I want y'all to have a great night, a great weekend. Enjoy yourself, man. Stay sucker free. Enjoy being a foundational Black American. Remember, you are the chosen one. You are chosen to regulate. You are chosen to delineate and separate. And you're chosen to pass the baton to the next generation so they can continue to do what we've always done. What we always done, Black Alpha. We've always won. We always winning. And we are always certified. Peace and love. Peace and love, peace and love from your Black American brother, Black Alpha, to your foundational Black American family. I send good graces, health, and wealth, and everything else, man. Y'all enjoy y'all night. And let the greatest rapper of all time bring us all the way home. Certified salute to the sky. Tupac, bring us home, my brother.
Shit, what y'all think? If you whatever the fuck you think you are, and until we own some shit, I'ma call it like it is. How you gonna be a man and we starving? Go ahead. You know? And you can walk by 5 different houses, ain't a man in either one of them motherfuckers. How we gonna be a man? How we gonna be African Americans and we